What up? What up? All right, Christian's gone already. How this
Wow.
night's gonna go?
Wow.
We're here for. He's back. All right,
You
CJ
changed
might
it?
be on a little later. He might not be on at all. If he does come on, it's gonna be late. So it's just gonna be the four of us tonight. We got a showdown coming up. Then we're gonna do some college football reviews and some NFL reviews and recaps. The games this past weekend, and then some fantasy talk. How's that sound to everybody?
Yeah, that's good with me.
All right, Christian. All right, Christian's trying to fan the flames early.
What you got? It's hard to see.
You got the national championship hats for Clemson.
Them things collecting dust in it by now.
You got any for South Carolina?
We got a few. We got a few in the sports that matter, like baseball.
Women's equestrian.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, we on the cusp. We on the cusp of equestrian, women's soccer, women's basketball. We got one more recent. I'm just saying, man, get the man. Don't nobody watch no football no more, man.
Season, no. It's
He
football
said,
season.
"Don't nobody watch football."
Don't nobody watch no football. No.
Everybody watch football.
Cold.
All right, things have been getting spicy in the group chat, mostly with Juwan. This man made enemies of Christian, Tucker, and Joey.
We here. Let me hide off the camera. Let me take a little.
Let me see if I can find some of these messages.
Listen, it's been a troll job, in all honesty. Now I don't know who Tucker is or who you think he is, but he slipped away. Okay, let me start with that. He ain't even on here to defend himself, but I ain't gonna hit him too low.
You said he was gonna watch today, didn't he?
Listen, if I played one more person, he would have lost. Same with Stump. Now, Christian, you got me. I ain't gonna trip. You got me.
That's 45 points, guys.
I gotta respect that. But that's 45 points that Clemson couldn't score against a weak NC State team, and I don't know what was going on.
Same with y'all against East Carolina at East Carolina.
Kentucky's a tough team.
Okay, first of all,
Kentucky's a tough team.
Stop playing now. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all stop playing. Y'all had to go get a coach to be your quarterback.
I'm just putting the word out there.
Have enough recruits.
I'm just putting the word out there for you. Kentucky's a tough team.
In basketball. In basketball.
Listen, it's hard.
Calipari gets them boys going in basketball season every year.
East Carolina.
Kentucky does look a little feisty this year. I'll give them that.
They got a fight in them. I'm trying to tell y'all.
East Carolina.
They got some fight in them.
Too. East Carolina tough team. And if I remember, y'all lost to the Citadel too.
You said we did what?
Y'all lost to the Citadel.
I think the Citadel ranked higher than NC State, if you ask me.
At your crib. You lost to
I feel like the Citadel ranked higher. The SoCon is stronger than the ACC, and we can start that conversation right now.
Okay, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. The SoCon stronger than the SEC East.
Don't do that now. Don't do that. But listen, you had to go to one division in the conference.
No, talking about the East.
Oh, my bad.
Talking about the East.
We strong in the East. We got Florida. Yes, sir. Please.
No,
we got Florida. All right. We got Georgia.
We got Gully with the eyes.
Gully know what's up.
No, look, this
Gully. Shout out to Gully.
Look, Gully already know because my phone was hot after the Clemson loss.
I bet.
Juwan wasn't the only one talking that sweet cash. I'm gonna make this loud and clear. Right now. If you not Bama, not an SEC fan, if you're not Bama,
bro, can you chill out?
I ain't trying to hear it. When it comes to schedules, if you're not LSU, Arkansas, A&M, or Alabama, or Ole Miss, if you ain't out the West, I ain't trying to hear it.
That's real disrespectful. Because when Thanksgiving weekend come and y'all lose to us 26-20, I don't want to hear nothing. I'm putting the score out there and everything. I don't want to hear nothing.
The fact there is no score 26
points. 26-20.
But y'all be lucky to score 12. What are you talking about? But y'all struggle against Georgia. At least we put up more points. We gave up more.
They were a top 5
talk
team.
about that.
Top 5 team.
No, wait a second, Christian.
You said top 5 team that y'all couldn't score against? Bro, y'all are weak.
Can we keep it up? I get it. Juwan got to do this. I get it. He has to.
I'm just here.
Because he know it's that time of year for them where they about to lose 6 straight.
Oh, now you about to break my heart.
They about to lose 6.
Lord.
This is the thing. All right, so I'm gonna go back. So those are my first 2 points. If you ain't out the West, I don't hear nothing about no schedule talk.
Okay.
If you ain't Bama, I don't want to hear you talk no trash to Clemson, honestly. Or if you ain't beat Clemson for Juwan's sake, if you ain't beat Clemson in the past 6 years, I ain't trying to hear none of that. What I'm not gonna tolerate is these Gamecock fans and these subpar Georgia fans hitting my line.
Facts.
That's what I'm not gonna tolerate, because this is what we know about Georgia. Whether it's JT Daniels, Jake Fromm, Aaron Murray, whoever, Hudson Mason, whoever, they're gonna find a way to choke on something.
Correct.
And it's like I told my boy Juwan the other day, the most powerful team right now in college football is the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah.
If they pull off something, even if they keep it respectable, they got Ole Miss next week, and I think they follow that up with LSU maybe. I looked at the schedule. Let me pull the schedule up. But they got like a tough little stretch here. I mean, if they can keep it respectable or dang near upset Georgia.
Yeah, they just beat number 7 Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
They beat a ranked Texas team week 2.
Sure did.
Oh, they got a tough 3 games.
They got number 2 Georgia this week.
Mm-hmm.
Number 12 Ole Miss next week.
Mm-hmm.
Number 22 Auburn the week after that.
Yeah.
Then they got a little R&R game against Pine Bluff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Then they got Mississippi State, LSU, Bama, and Mizzou.
I'm telling you, they're gonna mess. Arkansas gonna mess around and might lose like 2 games out of that.
I agree. Arkansas looks really healthy. I slept on them. You know,
they right now in my mind, they're when it comes to power and shifting of the structure, they're the most powerful team in college football right now. I'm interested to see what Bama gonna do with Ole Miss.
Bama gonna work them.
But before we go to the preview, I got to get on Juwan neck. If we're gonna keep it above, Carolina's days in the SEC are numbered. The only thing keeping them relevant right now is Don Staley. Because with Texas basketball, softball, and baseball, and with Oklahoma and football, with Oklahoma baseball, basketball, football, and with the way the West is already stacked, even when it comes to the renewing the rivalry of Texas A&M, whether or not they want to put them in the West or not, somebody got to move. Somebody got to go. What we know about now, people talking about Vanderbilt baseball is consistently good.
Yep.
You want to know the other reason they won't take Vanderbilt out?
Why?
Because Vanderbilt stinks, and they need stinky teams in the SEC.
Bingo. So you got to pick your stink.
If everybody is good,
they do.
The stinky teams in the SEC say, "Oh, the SEC is so tough because everybody's so good." No, if that was the case, every year everybody would be like 9-2 or 10-2 instead of some people being 12-0, some people being 6-6, some people being 8-4. It would all be even, but it's not even.
It ain't. And I get it.
What can I say?
Even then, Bama's cross-division rival is trash. LSU, Auburn, Ole Miss, and A&M have the hardest. They do because they play a lot of them. They play Florida.
They play each other and Florida.
So, Auburn plays Georgia.
I want to circle this back to the first point. Y'all see my name right there? Calm down, little cubbies. Hey, y'all ain't talking nothing, okay? You talking about strength of schedule. Y'all making our schedule look weaker than it should have. Because y'all was supposed to be up there, top 5.
Hey,
we wanted a challenge. We wanted a challenge to end our year off. I wanted to see RJ go against some top 5 competitors one more time. But guess what he got to go against? The same trash that was down the road at Berkeley.
Well,
Dang,
we've seen him
on,
go.
man.
We've seen him go against top 5 competitors in the past.
Now listen. When y'all had receivers, okay, you're right. Y'all made my boy look foolish. I ain't even going. Hey, ain't gonna cap. But outside of that, come on.
Okay, it's funny. It's funny for so many reasons because he's a Gamecock fan, so he can only say what's from his heart. He's depending on other teams to make his schedule look good. Not the fact that they're gonna beat.
It does.
Not the fact that they can beat everybody, but it's the fact that
listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. The 11-2 Spurrier runs, the 10-3, beautiful. I felt good when we would start. When we had that going, it made you feel good. Because then at the end of the year, we'd be like, maybe we'll play Clemson and play to their level. Because y'all were trash. Maybe we'll do that. But now the coin is flipped. Y'all look at us like we garbage. Y'all want to replace us with the Citadel. I don't know why. They gonna spank you. But you know what? I'll take what we can get. Okay. If y'all want to keep paying us to come down 3.5 hours, win by 20 or lose by 10, I don't care what it is. I'm for it. Now, for the rest of the SEC East, okay, we are always 3 and 4, if not. Like if we're not 1 and 2 no more, I can respect that. That's Georgia, Florida. But every year we going into it, it's Carolina either 3 or 4. We ain't low like Vandy. We ain't low like Kentucky. We damn sure ain't no Tennessee. Now people might want to go to Tennessee for 100,000 fans wearing orange and white and look pretty and look cool. But guess what? That's just a waste of money. Ain't no real love there. They don't love that damn team. I'm in the damn group chat right now. They talking so much damn trash about them boys. Okay, come down to Carolina, 803, the hottest part of the state for a reason. We got the top athletes, had the top coaches, lost them. But then you know what? We turned around and we won some championships. We did what we had to do in the years I was growing up. So that's what it is.
This is what trips me out, Mr. Moderator. If I can address you for a moment.
What's up?
Juwan just said when they had them 11-2 runs.
Mm-hmm.
If I can remember correctly, when they went, which y'all went 5 off, and y'all won 5 straight.
Yeah. It was fear of the thumb.
Yeah, fear of the thumb.
Yeah, it was the thumb. Yeah.
Okay, even at the peak of that 11-2, they still didn't play in the BCS bowl game.
Hey man, listen.
Wait a second. Despite beating Clemson, who played in the Orange Bowl and beat Ohio State in 2013.
We can't help how they want to slate garbage. Either you pick the garbage up on Tuesday or Friday. We can't help the fact they want to put y'all on national TV and all that. We can't help that.
Mr. Moderator,
the Orange Bowl wasn't made for us. Come on now.
Mind you, Mr. Moderator. This is when they had a Hall of Fame coach. What I'm saying is the level of respect that the country has on Carolina is hilarious. I feel like we got to be honest. If we're gonna be honest, people don't respect Vandy in the SEC. Baseball, if baseball is your claim to fame, you can't even hold bowling. You can't even hold a question. You can't even hold that, like track and field. At least give me a track and field athlete. Yeah, y'all can't even do that. Y'all talk about our day's number, their day's number. We got so many athletes rolling out track and field, baseball, basketball. I ain't saying top tier, but damn, Centuria's Thornwell just came out now. We got people that's holding in the lead. They holding weight. Mm-hmm. They might not be the strongest, the best. They might not win the championship, but when it comes to that camaraderie, you man, come on now. Vandy ain't got nothing. What they got? What's my boy name? Swansbury or whatever the name is. They got academics. And baseball is what's keeping them. That's it.
And a little bit of basketball.
It's what's keeping them legit.
A little bit of basketball.
And damn sure ain't no basketball. You said they what?
A little bit of basketball. It's a little bit of basketball. They get top recruits, bro.
Boy, you blind.
Bro, watch. All right, bet.
Who's their coach?
Is it Stackhouse? Is it Stackhouse they coach?
It is. It is.
Watch.
The man couldn't even get his own shot without J.K. help. Man, stop playing with me.
Watch.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's a nice hire though. Jerry Stackhouse is a nice hire.
Jerry Stackhouse, let's be real. Jerry Stackhouse is the same type of hire that Memphis has in Penny. Okay? If you gonna do it the right way, you bring in the Mike Millers, the James Jones, you bring in people that's been there that can get somebody up there. Yeah. What Stackhouse do? Oh, let me go get some engineers man, go sit down in the corner, man. Had a top talent, ain't do nothing with him.
That's true.
Then bro left the next year. He ain't gonna donate no money. He ain't sending none of his friends to come through. Ain't none of that going on.
That's true. That's true.
But listen, I respect Clemson. We did our 5. Y'all did y'all 6.
Listen
Hey.
now. Vanderbilt.
I respect it.
Listen now. I only said Vanderbilt because the past few years they've been sending people to the NBA. They have. They had a top 14th pick in the 2020 NBA draft.
Can we?
They did.
Keep it a buck in the NBA. If you ain't in the top 12, we ain't trying to hear it.
Oh, well,
But honestly, because after that, I done turned the TV off.
Wow.
You ain't gonna keep me up all night. This ain't no football. I mean, you ain't gonna keep me up all night to see who the 30th pick is. That's not happening.
That's crazy.
The point of this.
Like the last 2 MVPs picked outside of the top 12.
Talk your shit.
I know Giannis was like what 13th.
Yeah, I mean we didn't care about him then though. That's what I'm saying. We didn't care about.
Thank you.
Maybe we should have.
I still don't care about that nigga.
I'm glad you developed. I'm glad you developed. You put on some weight.
Development, but
I'm not bringing my curfew for that.
Facts.
What?
Respectful.
Hey, but listen.
Kawhi?
Did we just what?
If we was paying attention to Kawhi coming out, we was paying attention to Devontae Adams coming out.
Hey, Devontae was nice at Fresno
But we wasn't paying attention to that man coming off the board, bro.
Speak for
yourself.
Come on now. Me and Christian done had that talk. We don't went back. Hey, Christian, tell him we went back and watched that YouTube film.
I didn't even know Derek Carr was his quarterback.
Bro, come on now.
Wow.
I didn't know.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't watch NFL like that though.
I'm about to say Christian. Yeah, Christian don't count. Christian don't count.
I said
But I was come on now. Ain't nobody know nothing about that.
Yeah, but I knew he was over there with Derek Carr though.
Can I ask y'all something?
Hey,
did y'all see this? Did y'all see Michael? What's his name? Michael Porter Jr. get paid? Did y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maga Porter Jr. did get paid.
Deserve it.
5-year deal, right?
They gotta be a spot.
5-year, 207, I think.
Yeah, 5-year, 207. They gotta.
But they believe in him.
They believe. I mean,
they believe in him, bro.
I don't know. I kind of like him a little bit.
They better believe in Bowl.
But let me say this to go ahead and to go back to the real topic of the segment. Clemson finna win 8 straight and it ended off winning the ACC. You can book it.
Oh my God!
Right now we going 8 straight. But it's 8 games left in it.
Who y'all play?
Everybody, hold on. Everybody gonna say on the 15th it's a trap game because we in the Carrier Dome. Isn't Syracuse the Carrier Dome?
Yeah, I think that's so.
Yeah, on a Friday night, everybody gonna be like, "Oh, that's a trap game." Yeah, whatever. We're gonna blow their head up. We're gonna run off this 8 straight. We're gonna go 10-2 going into Charlotte. Whoever come out the coast, we really don't care because they do what the lower teams in the SEC East do. They just beat each other up. And by the time they get to Charlotte, it get cold. They not 100%, and then we can just from pure will and strength roll them over.
All right.
We'll probably peak out at like 15, 16.
I honestly think that the peak of your season was September the 4th, and I think it's all downhill from here. I mean, you beat SC State 49-3. I mean, congratulations, but damn, at least USC put up 70 points against A&T. Jesus, child, do something. But then you know what?
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing though? What are y'all doing?
First of all, for A&T, we won the games we needed to win.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing. What have y'all done? The highlight of y'all's season is watching Clemson lose. And that's terrible. That's the highlight of your season. Y'all can't even win y'all games. Don't worry about us losing games. That is terrible. That's terrible.
Listen,
that Bay mentality. I need to get that out of there.
Listen.
Stop it.
Listen.
Stop. No, there's no listen. There's no listen. Stop it, son. You worry about us. Worry about y'all's schedule.
You know how.
We're about getting recruits in. We're about getting recruits in for that big ass facility y'all built. Ain't nobody there.
Real quick.
You know how HOAs work? You know how nosy neighbors work? We look at y'all grass not being cut, even though ours is trimmed up. Y'all grass look like a mess right now, okay? So we going to point y'all out and tell y'all need to do better. It don't matter what you did last year if you won yard of the year or whatever. Y'all look like garbage right now.
Wait. Juwan, y'all don't got grass though.
Hey, listen, we play on dirt. Y'all know that. Don't play with us. we dirt warriors. Okay.
But look, using your analogy, what we're saying is to solve our problem, all we gotta do is cut the grass.
That's it.
Solve
y'all
problem.
Y'all gotta go buy the seed.
Listen, for the great state that South Carolina is,
water it.
For the great state that South Carolina is, we don't want to see y'all just fall apart. We don't want to see that. Yes, we want to see y'all trip and fall. We don't want to see you fall apart. There's a difference.
Well, we're not falling apart. Don't get twisted.
Juwan, I'm gonna say this back to you, okay?
Let's see what Gully has to say.
Bingo.
Once Clemson finds their offensive groove, they'll be all right.
Bingo.
Juwan,
that's very true.
Juwan,
but
I'm gonna tell you this.
How long it take to find that
groove?
I'm gonna tell you this season now. I'm gonna tell you the rest of the season, okay, Juwan?
I'm listening. I'm
Boston
listening.
College next. We play Boston College, Syracuse, Pitt, Florida State. They haven't won shit all year. Louisville, UConn. If we lose to UConn, I don't know what the fuck we gonna do if we lose to UConn. That
they haven't won nothing either. How you gonna say what you said about Florida State and then say if we lose to UConn?
UConn's worse than Florida State.
Exactly.
UConn is bad.
Yeah. Wake
Joe, you know who UConn's starting quarterback is?
Who?
Tyson Fumbachon's little brother.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Number 12, man.
We can't lose to the backup's little brother.
No, not at all.
And then we got Wake Forest, and then we got that team from down there, that team below us. What's y'all record look like? What y'all been doing?
The toughest game left on y'all schedule is who? Us?
No, Pitt. Boston College and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pitt.
Boston College.
Wake Forest. I'm gonna give them their credit. Wake Forest.
Yeah, Wake Forest, right?
Yeah.
Wake Forest hanging on by the same thread that y'all hanging on by.
Wake Forest
if y'all ain't put that money in that coach's back pocket, bro, come on now.
We can do what?
If y'all ain't put that money in their back pocket to get up on that pole, y'all ain't gonna be up on there. Everybody was disappointed. Like I said, trip and fall, but don't fall apart.
You're not falling apart.
If y'all get rolling, y'all gonna play us in a bowl game.
Do y'all beat Troy?
I really think so.
You think so?
Hey, we're gonna beat Troy. I'm not even worried. I'm trying to look at the bowl schedule because I'm trying to figure out SEC, ACC type of bowl that they might put us in.
Are y'all beating Tennessee?
I think the real question is how long does Beamer stay?
You know what? I don't like his ass. Get him the fuck out of there. My bad. This for the kids. I'm sorry, but hey, when they signed, bro, I told everybody. I told Christian. I told my dad. Everybody, bro. You can't marry the best friend's sister and think that you married to the best friend, bro. Listen, you can't go at the Oklahoma and say, yeah, we want him. We don't want Lincoln. We want him.
Well, they wanted Lincoln, but Lincoln wasn't gonna leave.
Who is he?
But
we're not talking about Lane Kiffin. We're not talking about Starks. We're not even talking about we ain't talking about none of them. We talking about Joe Paul best friend that be shooting dice on the corner. Bro, what does this man do?
They hired Beamer thinking that he would be the same motivator that Dabo is. He's a no-name dude. Peak of his career, special teams coordinator. When
y'all need to take him.
When he come in there, he's like, we're going to do this team. It's with love. It's with love. It's with love. It's with love. And also, I may be the only one that feels this way, what I'm about to say. And if that's cool, I'll burn at the stake. But his response to the whole Georgia thing, I didn't like it at all.
I thought it was classic.
Didn't like it.
He sound like a South Carolina native.
What did he say?
When they were like, what was Georgia doing? And he was like, well, I don't know. They have like 105 stars and they got guys that can run faster than everybody in this chat, blah, blah, blah. Shane Beamer, you're trying to win the group. You're trying to
down. If I'm one of your players, I feel like you just disrespected me saying
not even it's not even that.
He's allowed to recruit too, right?
Yes.
Let's be real. Let's look at the mess. Let's look at two things. Let's look at the mess that was left of Beamer. Because everybody wanted Muschamp gone for the last 3 years. And they extended this man for Lord knows why. So that's one. We already know he can't recruit. Because you tell me you got two top defensive linemen or two top defensive players that have come out.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, who's a standout? Nobody. But you a defensive guru.
this.
You can't even recruit for your own side.
But this month,
come on now.
That's why I said they fell victim to Dabo, to what they thought Beam was going to be with Dabo. What's Beamer's special? His special teams is his specialty. You going to recruit? You going to go recruit a 5-star kicker? So my thing is,
this man want J.K. Scott and Justin Tucker on the damn field 24/7. Fucking dumb. This is dumb.
And I
this
think,
is dumb.
And what hurt? I was having this conversation with my dad the other day. What hurts my feelings is, from face value, there's no reason why I think Carolina shouldn't be considered as a school to go to, because you would think somebody's going to come along and say, honestly, I like the color scheme. I like the jerseys. I like the jersey combos. I mean, the social media team doing the match. It's not just Juwan's highlight, but it's my highlight of the week as well.
I have a question for that.
What?
Juwan, I got a question for you. I don't know if it was last year or year before. Y'all Gamecocks, right? Y'all like a chicken. No disrespect. Why in y'all video y'all had them coming out in the jerseys in the helmet coming out of a swamp? I just want to know.
Hey man, listen.
What was the reasoning behind that?
They drink. Listen.
Cause I was like, they chickens in it? Chicken swim? I didn't know that.
Muschamp brought the swamp with them and left it there, I guess.
I guess.
Facts.
Man, y'all making it hard on me. Okay, listen. I know I've been on y'all this weekend, but y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't.
This is what I'm gonna say for all the Gamecock viewers out there that I follow on Instagram. If y'all post another Clemson joke about how sorry Clemson is or whatever, I'm coming for your throat. I'm coming right here, smooth, with all the facts, bullet points. I'm gonna send you an email. I'm gonna ask for your email so I can send a PowerPoint. I'm coming for your neck. It's getting out of hand. It is getting out of hand.
Let them come, okay? Because if we finish with a better record than y'all, I won't hear nothing this year.
There's no way.
I promise. Hey,
Juwan, are y'all beating Tennessee?
No.
I think we beat Tennessee.
Are y'all beating Vanderbilt? If y'all lose Vanderbilt,
I think we always beat Vandy.
That's a dog fight.
Texas A&M.
And I look at you now.
You're losing. Texas A&M, you're losing.
A&M, we might take a loss.
Florida, you're losing.
Florida, we take a loss.
Missouri ain't no team to play with.
Missouri,
they got a whole lot better.
Missouri don't look good this year.
Are you kidding?
And then why they
losing? You're losing.
Why they schedule Auburn? I don't know.
Auburn, you're losing. Clemson.
Auburn don't look good.
And y'all are worse than them. So what you think?
Time out. I got an Auburn thing. I'm gonna say it for my boy. Put it in the chat. Bo Nix lost to TJ Finley. Finley just transferred from LSU. TJ Finley is. Go ahead and look.
Nice.
You know the funny thing about Bo Nix stinking and him being the only thing holding Auburn back is he literally beat out Malik Willis for the quarterback job.
Bingo.
They could have had Malik Willis on this Auburn.
Could have had Malik Willis.
They should have.
Which would have kept Malzahn's job.
Correct.
They should have.
Now he down at USF.
Trying to recover like a damn drunk uncle.
To change the trajectory of the kind of respect that they get, but
it ain't about to happen. Y'all see my boy in Kansas?
Kansas.
I thought Les was out in Kansas.
Oh, he is in Kansas. Did he get fired though?
Yeah, he's gone. Les Miles is gone.
Yeah, he got in all that. He got in trouble with
There's a
you know what happened when he left? Wasn't that his first job outside the SEC?
Went to a basketball school.
They scrubbed the boat, innit? They scrubbed the bottom of the barrel with that, right? I think that's gonna be the same for bro at UCF. I don't think he's gonna do nothing.
For sure.
But listen, I'm just saying, if we all the Carolina fans, listen, all we need to do is just pull it around on offense, take the playbook out of Beamer's hands and give it to the proper person, and then we'll score some points and we win some games. But as long as we got a special teams coach trying to tell us what to do on the offense side of the ball, we're gonna lose.
I seen people asking for that man Mike Bobo to come back.
Now tell me Bobo ain't been nice though.
Bobo, there was some games where Bobo could put a good scheme together, and
there were. And we be real. I'll be real with you. Now look, I'll be real with you about a few things. Them games that Bobo had his mind right, it was when we played top talent.
True. The 2019 Clemson game, though, I was a little pissed off because that whole quarterback going to the sideline getting to play. I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? That's not how you gonna beat Venables, man. It's not how that's gonna work." But normally I will give you that. He does bring it when
it's needed.
And he's a good recruiter too. He's a good recruiter. I don't know.
Let's be real. Recruiting makes the sport, does it not?
Speaking of recruiting,
that's why y'all not
Willie's got a comment about Gus and UCF. The school recruits itself. It does have a national championship.
Yeah, one that it dubbed itself too, right?
They probably got more. They probably got more than you.
Nah, bro.
Man.
I mean, UCF has put some players in the league.
They have.
Yeah, they put a few. I'm not doubting them.
It's just
your boy this year, Joey. Richie Grant.
That's true. They
had a corner, Aaron Robinson this year too.
That's true. The Griffin twins. Numbers. Gully is right in that regard. The school gonna sell itself. It's just my fear with Malzahn is like how do you like transition? Like what's the jump? What's the jump look like? Especially with the rise of things like Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina right now, the way they
Coastal's nice.
The
way they'll play a bigger program and beat them, but I think the thing that kills their momentum is they'll play whoever they play, like some team they played last week. Yeah, they'll go out and play Buffalo and put up 50 in the first half, and it's like, come on, Coastal, man. Like, and I get it, that's out of their control. Like they gotta play who they gotta play in that regard, trying to get that leverage or whatever. But I mean, UCF, I feel like Gus Malzahn was a good hire at the same time. How you get over that? Like if I'm Gus Malzahn, how am I going to take that jump and get that program there? Scott Frost, as smart as the offensive mind as he was, even though looking at Nebraska, it's like Scott, you might be a permanent coordinator for the rest of your career, but
that
can Malzahn get past that? And if he can't, then in my mind, you're stuck there.
But let's be real. That's for Gus. That honestly might be like taking a top tier job, like you said, and you coming back to like civilized America. They don't got the same intensity level as any place you've been at. You trying to tell them how to act, how to do right. Listen, these Florida boys say jit so damn much. You trying to tell them how to talk proper, how to get to class on time, how to show up, be punctual, how to make sure they dress the way, how to make sure you trying to change the whole culture. Man, most people that change the culture at a place, they don't stay for long. Let's just be real. And they so busy trying to change it that they end up being swallowed up. They might suffer on the field trying to make better players. So I don't know what his focus is going to be, but hey, I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet, Gully, because I know you right there. Give me about 3-4 years. He ain't gonna be there.
And he going. I think because he'll get a 3-star guy out of Florida like a Lamar, not like Lamar, but Lamar-esque, and with his offensive scheme, I think he'll have one of those guys every other year. That
you know what?
But it's like if you can't surpass what Frost did, I feel like you kind of stuck. Like you're stuck for until one of these other big jobs open up. So like you gotta match Frost to get one of those other big jobs. In my mind.
I'm just saying, if he want a bigger job, he come to Carolina, man. I'll fire the coach tomorrow. I've been trying to get Gus here for the last 3 years. I knew his career was up. I told Eric, man, come on now. I done said that so many times. That man needed to come out here. We dress like him. We already wear the polos with the damn. Come on now, the old hairball coach got the cap, put the shades on with the croquis. Go ahead and put your series on.
That'd be a respectable hire. It'd be a respectable hire.
Man, and you want to talk about I don't know how to be a GM, Christian. Disrespectful.
All right. For the turnaround, we can talk about fantasy football now since you want to bring up that shit.
No, we got to talk about we talking about fantasy football or we got the big games next. The big games for the week.
We can do the big games next. But first, I got something to ask Joey.
Okay.
Juwan said RJ Roderick doesn't get to play against any receivers when they play Clemson. I disagree with that. Clemson does have some really good receivers.
For sure.
The problem is they recruited only one type of receiver the last 3 years. Usually they recruit two. Like there's been a prototype going back like 8 years now.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Mike Williams,
Scott.
your Ray McLeods, your Artavius Scotts, your Amari Rogers, and your jump ball guys like Mike Williams, T. Higgins,
Martavis Bryant,
Justin Ross,
Martavis Bryant.
There's no small 50 guy this year. It's all.
But think about it like this too, y'all. They also have people like Hunter Renfro. I'm talking about inside slot guys that he might have to be matched up on because size wise, they might be smaller, but he might be able to keep up with them on the speed. They not the defensive scheme they got at Carolina ain't gonna match them up with none of them. It's just real.
So I mean, they are keeping Ross in the slot, which is something that was confirmed yesterday.
It's nice.
And I think, and it's like Jonathan said, like size, not only size wise, but experience wise, as far as because they like to move the receivers around so they can know everything and plug them, wherever. And because Ross has been there the longest, and that's a big need for them right now. You got to. You can get a guy like Joe Ngata and Frank Latson and a Joe, those big body guys. You can throw them on the outside and give them a jump ball or something like that, or tell them to run a hitch or a comeback route. But as far as like those precision, finesse type, you beat a guy with your feet, you got to put J. Ross in the slot, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. But I don't know. I think like I said, man, I'm sticking. EJ Williams is that guy too, though. EJ Williams is tall.
That's what I'm saying. They're all that guy.
Yeah,
they don't have that balance like they've had in the past.
Yeah,
it's
and
all one guy.
I think Will Taylor could be that guy in the future.
The way DJ plays, I mean, might be the quarterback for the rest of the year.
I pray. And I pray that his backup is DK.
No, let me.
I hope Carolina just act right.
Let me stop.
I just need them to act right.
The last thing Juwan wants is Will Taylor to be the quarterback because he's won more championships at Willie B than any other player on South Carolina roster playing at Dutch Fork. So the last thing he wants is for Will Taylor to come down there and win another one. And Willie B.
Damn.
In Willie B. And that's another thing. That's another thing that's a testament to how sad the operation they got going on there.
Wow.
Will Taylor was in not even their backyard. Will Taylor was at the dinner table. Dutch Fork High School.
Every night.
Dutch Fork High School. And somehow you can't keep him, but you can pull a guy like Jordan Birch. And don't get me wrong, Jordan Birch is a stud, right? But to keep you steady and growing and moving, you're gonna need the Birch and the Will Taylor.
Okay. Now
you can't just get to Birch, bring his coach from high school and be like, yeah, we got something going, and let Will Taylor walk and catch punts for Clemson and then turn around and play baseball in the spring.
Is it South Carolina a baseball school though, Juwan?
Hey, listen, we everything.
They couldn't get the baseball player or the football player?
We everything that your mama ain't. Okay, we everything that you don't even need to worry about us. Y'all already know what the name is because on top of your tongue. Okay, I'm like, listen. First of all, y'all should know me by now. I'm gonna keep one on me for South Carolina. So I'm gonna keep a comeback or something. It ain't gonna be no dry spell, none of that. The team might be bad, but I'm gonna keep it hot. That is true. What it is.
That's true.
Now, how Carolina lose these people, let's be real, because we have a real conversation. To my knowledge, as a fan, I've never seen South Carolina recruit both sides of the ball effectively. It's always one side or the other. If you want to go after a Sidney Rice, then you wait a few years, then you do a Norwood. Then you wait a few years and you do a Lattimore. Then you wait a few years and you do Jungle Boogie. And you wait a few years and you go. I never seen it at the same time, just chopping up like, okay, now we might have a top team.
No, they did. They had.
Come on now.
They had Alshon.
Alshon was the top recruit, right?
We
had Lattimore. But then who was on the other side?
With Jungle Boy.
People leaving out.
I feel you.
Nobody that was coming in with them.
Them boys were all roommates. The three of them.
Nobody that was coming in with them that was standing out.
But I see what Juwan's saying is like
we ain't getting it like that.
Yeah, what Juwan's saying is it's never like consistent. It's never. But I get it because when they was running that,
two in the same year.
Yeah.
You know what?
You saying you never get two in the same year? Like you don't get.
Yeah, if we get
let's say we get Mr. and Trevor Lawrence.
If we get a Mr. Football,
you don't get Jackson Carman and KJ Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all had Wilkins, right?
Yeah.
On the D line.
Yeah.
Who he came in with?
Oh,
that was 20.
Cleveland.
So he came in with a lot of those guys that he left with, actually.
Yeah.
So he came in with a lot of them.
And it wasn't y'all wasn't strictly doing defensive recruiting that year. Y'all was recruiting both sides of the ball. That's what I'm talking about. Carolina does not consistently do a 2 or 3 deep, both sides of the ball type of recruiting. We'll do defensive heavy or we do offensive heavy. It ain't no mixture. And then we hope the rest of y'all develop.
That's true. That's true.
If we have a real conversation,
that's true. Because even when you look at that 5 straight streak that they had, everybody talks about that defense first. Then they talk about Connor Shaw.
Thank you. And then they kill me because they get to Connor before they get to damn Bruce. Come on, man.
Can we address? Let me ask this as a low country boy, and seeing this young fella do the thing. Juwan, know what I'm about to say? I see it on his face. Being a low country boy and seeing this young fella kill it in the low country, win state championships, beat these big programs in state and out of state, go to Columbia, get a position switch because nobody want to take the time to make this move to develop this kid. And now the one thing that they missing to get them over the hump is a quality quarterback. But you have one of my boy Decarrion Joyner. I'm sorry.
And they played a coach over him? Yes, I agree.
Look, I'll burn on that stake too. Decarrion Joyner had the power to shift that program just off of the offers he was getting. You're talking about a boy that Oregon wanted to play quarterback, that Georgia wanted to play quarterback. Granted, I don't know the details. Maybe they might have told him, hey, you can do this, you can do that. And that I can't speak on. But what I'm saying is the numbers he was doing and the way the game is played now, I mean, shucks, look at Kyler and them boys. Yeah, he's not 6'2" and up, right? He's probably sitting around 6'1", maybe. If he's standing on like a little pebble or something in his shoe. But at the end of the day, the boy can move. And he can, like my man off Friday Night Lights, and he can pass. Give him a chance, man. And it really ticked me off because he got a chance when they beat Georgia, but it was like in the late fourth quarter and overtime. And at that point, young man can't get rumbling, but he did a hell of a job running. So it's like, you literally brought this man in, you sat him at quarterback for 2 years, and then switch him to receiver, and now you're force feeding him at receiver.
Yeah, it's a force feed. It's a difference when you got some type of skill power. If you want to talk about switching roles and switching sports, when you can see the field differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where you can go from playing quarterback to then playing wide receiver because you just seeing it differently. You can make the switch. You can go from playing running back to then go playing baseball. You could just see it different. It's different. DK cannot see the field differently. I don't care who you are. I listen, y'all know me by now. I'll dap you up and tell you what the fuck it is. This man cannot see the field differently. And I feel the same when I talk about my boy Arjun. It took him 1.5 years to grasp, okay, I'm no longer throwing the ball to people that's getting hit. Now I gotta deliver hits.
Yep.
I gotta get ran over by Florida to then turn around and then learn my lesson the next week and go back out against Auburn, then turn around and go against Clemson. Damn, they got Mike Williams out there. Goodness, I'm just a freshman. No, it's real.
Yep.
And if you can't see it like that, I'm sorry, you don't need to do it. Now on the other side, real quick, the coaches didn't believe in him. I think that DK personally, think that he was a kind of like a minstrel. type of person. Johnny Manziel at the end of his career before he
Yeah.
switched, where it's just we put you on Trent Dilfer's show. You got ESPN hype. We know you got some fame. We'll say you're a quarterback. We'll say you're a quarterback. You come to camp. You might be lights out. They tweeting, "Oh, DK nice, DK nice."
Yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be on the field like that. Come on, sit down next to me. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's weak to me. I agree, but that's just weak.
Yep. And lucky for RJ, he got the size and the speed to adapt.
To adapt.
So, and when I'm looking, and even still, I remember talking to him and being like, "Dang, bro, you gonna go there for real, bro?" And he was like, "Yeah,
right."
Because I know he wasn't gonna get no quarterback love, but he was gonna get offensive love. I know schools wanted him to play running back, which I would have loved to seen. I mean, the boy was throwing and running for 1,000 apiece down there for Kane Bay. Shout out to the Cobras.
That's true.
See what I'm saying? Around there, and he was pushing Kane Bay to that next spot. If we're gonna keep it a buck, our region, I think, and wasn't he all state in track? So I mean, that's
Juwan,
a whole lot of Juwan. That's the other Gamecock I root for. I said I root for Debo.
Yeah, it's fair.
And I root for RJ. 11 gang to the end. You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta root for RJ.
Listen, all I'm saying before you go ahead and continue, Joey already liked the stadium. He know the attendance numbers by the back of his hand. He liked the jersey.
Chill out.
Christian, tell your boy to get out of bed with us. I will accept him now. I will accept him down here in the 803 in the Met. Okay? You can come. No. Hey, we got boiled peanuts like you like them. You got an hour and a half to the beat. Okay? You go to Aiken. You get lost in the woods. Hey, you can take a 4-hour trip to Atlanta. We got you.
What y'all call the fan section?
We got you.
I can't walk around.
What's the fan section name?
Root for no chicken and call it a cop. I can't do that.
What's the fan section name, Juwan? What's the fan section name? What's the fan section name, Juwan?
Hey, the cockpit, boy. I don't know who said that shit, boy. But listen, they was on one when they named that. Boy, they saw a fighting rooster and called it a cock. How you come up with a whole new name? Boy, I tell you. Hey, look, I'll talk trash about him, but that's still my team, though. That's still my team.
This tough.
Let me find out Joey at Carolina and Georgia.
Hey, listen, he got to hold it down for all the states. Bro, coming to Florida next now. Hold it down for the South. Go ahead, join. We get your SEC jersey. All the teams on them.
Not at all. Look.
All the patches.
That SEC jersey just says Gamecocks on it, right? Because that's what y'all be chanting at the end of the season.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on the sleeve.
SEC.
We got to. Hey, listen, y'all Clemson fans, but I know if y'all was UNC fans or some Duke fans, they'd be like, "Yeah, we cheer for Clemson every year." Hey, it's the same. We just do it loud and proud. That's all it is. That's all it is.
No.
I'm just being real with you.
The only time I cheer for another ACC school is when y'all talk trash and with Tennessee fans. God knows I hate Tennessee fans. And they say Clemson don't play nobody. ACC is weak, and then they go around and lose the pit. That's when I definitely cheer for ACC school.
But listen, let's be real. Definitely. They lost the pit. Y'all lose the pit too. Now y'all even.
No, not a. Shout out to that boy.
This man, they even have Battery Creek school letters on his letter.
Hey. On the back and all that.
Shout out to the ultimate finesse.
Bro, that man he left every single game with the article of clothing from another.
Facts.
He got something.
Every game. They read it different.
Hey, I tried to take another school basketball every time. I tried to. Swear to God, I did.
No.
Swear to God, I did.
Can't do it.
Can't. They got the basketballs on lock. Can't.
Boy. But listen, I'm just saying, man. Joey, I'll put in a good word. We get a nice little jersey scheme that you might like.
Never.
And I'll even throw a little job offer out there.
Not to mention, y'all gotta get out of Under Armour though.
Yeah, facts. What y'all doing, man? Y'all signed a 35-year deal? What y'all doing? It's time to upgrade.
They've been good to us.
I think that might be hurting y'all too, low key. Cats ain't really. When you got Nike letter, and then Under Armour or Jordan.
But you can make some money.
What you say?
I said you can make some money if we talking like Steph.
Oh yeah,
if we talking like Cam.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Not only are they holding on to not only are Carolina fans holding on to Alabama, but they also holding on to Stephen Curry for Under Armour. Get out of here.
Hey, whoa.
Get that out. You holding to everybody else but yourself. Hey. That's crazy.
First of all, I hold if I'm gonna do anything for basketball, I'm holding it down for North Carolina and South Carolina, except for Michael Jordan. I'm gonna hold it down for Steph, and I'm gonna hold it down for what's Longface's name from Portugal? What's his name?
Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton.
John Morant.
I'm definitely going down for Ja. Zion. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all real quick. These people in Memphis,
his name.
They love John Morant. They worship the ground this man walk on. It is crazy. I'm like, bro, what? I said, South Carolina, we treat everybody like they're normal. No, he's the greatest. Oh man, he about to turn us around. Oh my God.
You're the Grizzlies. Calm down.
The Grizzlies.
In the West. You got dealt the wrong hand and you're in the West. I'm sorry.
They love him, man. They love him.
He's like their Allen Iverson, though.
Yes. No, for real. They feel like if they get a few more pieces, man. I talk to so many people. If we just get two more.
That's everybody. That's everybody's team, though. That's everybody's team.
Hey, I mean, they do got a solid little trio there with Ja, Triple J, and Dylan Brooks.
Dylan
Brooks is a dog.
That's a solid little trio.
Last season was a fluke. I don't know if it's a fluke, but we will see.
That trio gets you what, 40 to 45 tops?
Hey, it gets you into the play-ins.
Yeah.
Then if you get some more pieces, it gets you into the playoffs.
Yeah, but the thing is, who wants to come?
Who coaching?
That's how I feel about USC. Who wants to come?
You asking the wrong person. My loyalty is still in South Beach at 601 Biscayne. It ain't moved.
I'm about to say, since we're gonna be in South Beach, I'm gonna say this. Let that be that. The boys in Miami might come out the East. You heard it here first. The way we play team ball, and the dogs we just went and got, do not be surprised. Be surprised. If the Nets especially if the Nets can't stay healthy.
Yes.
Do not. Yeah, I know. Joy, what about Giannis? What about him?
What about him?
Exactly.
We built that same wall that we built 2 years ago. He ain't doing nothing.
Facts. I'm telling you.
I can agree with Joey.
We got good coaching. We went and got some dogs in the offseason. Even though before he got here, I hated Kyle Lowry.
I still hate Kyle Lowry.
I still hate him.
I can't respect nobody that scores 0.
Bro. Y'all grown men. And y'all chose Charlie Angels. Y'all are grown. Y'all got kids now. Come on, man.
I can't respect nobody that scores 0 points in the playoff.
No, I can't.
Yeah, them boys O'Reilly's Angels.
That's what it is.
The
Mafia.
Pat the Don for sure. But
go ahead, Jonathan. This y'all show, man. We just here.
Yeah.
Y'all know me. I like to control stuff, so y'all better go ahead if I go.
Go ahead. What's the next? What are we talking next? We're talking games or fantasy?
Let's do some reviews of college football this past week.
Yeah.
DJ, how you doing, sir? You doing all right today, sir?
I'm good.
I'm just stuck in there, all quiet like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired as hell. But yeah, man, let's talk about some college football because the South Carolina, North Carolina the Carolinas are very interesting right now. It's a very interesting dynamic. I don't know what you got. I missed the first half in terms about football wise, but
Juwan,
you never want to change.
You ain't missed too much. Joey said he about to join us. I'm trying to get Christian. It's a hard pull out here, man. No. It's hard. Listen, they got that one national championship they holding on to. ACC conferences don't mean nothing. They might as well say that they won the state. And the equivalent to that, man, you win the ACC, you might as well say you beat damn Citadel, Coastal, and Furman.
Wait a minute. I'll be right back. Wait a minute.
2 national championships. We have 2 national championships.
You have 2.
We have
3.
2. We have
Three.
Y'all got
3
3.
all
You get 3?
together, but we won 2.
Are you
in the
talking
past
about?
5 years.
Nah, listen.
We
Don't
won
talk
2
about the
in
one
the
that's collecting pixie dust. Don't do that.
Bro,
We weren't
won
even
2
alive
past-
for that.
We beat
And we're not
Alabama
going to disrespect Jeff Cruz like that.
Hey,
No.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
What we not?
This man
what we
had to
not
flex
finna do.
like that.
I had to flex like that because what we not finna do is
Sheesh.
act like we don't got 2 in what the last 6.
Exactly, bro.
Not to mention,
Deservingly.
6 consecutive ACC championships.
But let's be real.
I got a 44-16 on a Bama team that was supposed to be the greatest college team.
But listen, the only reason you got
We gonna
that
get
is
to
because y'all had to
Gully.
come and
We
play
gonna
us.
get to Gully.
We was y'all's toughest opponents both of them years. If y'all didn't play us, y'all didn't play nobody,
Can you
bro.
mute this dude? Can you mute this dude?
We
mute this
molded
dude.
y'all. We molded y'all. Y'all, you know how your dad get far and then he say, "All right,
Mute
son,
him.
it's up to you to
Please
get
mute
further."
him. Please
That's what
mute him.
happened.
Hey,
Y'all
Juwan,
got further than we could, and we happy.
Please
We
mute
happy.
him. Please.
No way.
Someone said you got quiet when Joey brought out the ring.
I had to though.
No way. Because he talking pixie dust and
Sam,
two
we only
and
have
one of these
We
and
got
2 of
2,
those.
buddy boy. We got 2.
We
I
made
don't
y'all
normally
who y'all are
flex.
today.
I already took it off. I don't normally flex, but I'm telling you, these USC fans can get it. I'm ready to pull out all the stops because it's getting out of hand.
If y'all was not getting spanked by us growing up, then y'all wouldn't
outta
be who
here,
y'all are
bro.
today.
Let me say.
Come on.
Let's talk other teams because this.
Can you mute him, please? Mute him, please.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this. It's a bunch of frauds in this top 10.
I can agree.
Oh, for sure.
It's a crap ton of frauds in this top 10.
I can agree.
Can we talk about a surprise team in the Carolinas that's kind of been under the radar a little bit?
No, we gave him some love earlier.
Who was it?
Wake Forest. You gave some love.
Wake Forest and Coastal we talked about.
A little bit of love.
Hey, what happened?
Just because that Sam Howell dude, or what's his name? Sam what? What's the quarterback?
Sam Howell
at UNC.
No, I'm talking about at Wake Forest.
Oh,
Sam Hartman.
Just because he went to Oceanside and Charleston, I give him a little bit of love. That's it though. That's it. Oh, that's it. And he didn't even do nothing there.
By the end of the year, we're gonna look at Wake and say they are who we thought they were. They're gonna go 9-3, 8-4, and that's great.
Yeah.
So then who's taking the ACC though? Who are we looking at?
Clemson taking the ACC.
Yeah. For facts.
I said it. And when they do, you got to blame NC State because Clemson was sleepwalking or whatever, and they didn't think it could have been done by anybody in these ACC teams. NC State beat them.
I think Pitt might take the ACC.
They can't. I'm gonna tell you why they can't. Pitt don't got the when you going 44-42, when you going 31-45, and you got to now. Granted, no, ain't no way.
Let's see.
I was trying to spin it. Pitt don't got it in them.
I don't know, man. I think Pitt plays like they play everyone tough, right? And this could be that year where things just fall in line, and we can see something happen. I mean, they play Clemson 2 weeks?
In October.
Yeah.
In October? Yeah, that's
3 weeks.
Yeah.
I see Pitt losing to us. I don't know about the Virginia Tech game.
They can come out. They can come out the coast. Out of the coastal side, but
I don't know the remaining of their schedule. I'm not convinced that they'll come out.
I'm gonna give it to Virginia Tech to win y'all week conference. I'm gonna give it to Virginia Tech.
Who come out on y'all side? Is it y'all?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
I forgot
because we gonna have a conference representative in the playoffs. So when y'all want to come to my party, let me know because I'm gonna grill out and everything, and y'all can come and we can watch the winners. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Y'all heard
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Y'all heard it here. He's not a USC fan. My bad. He's not a Scar fan. He's an SEC fan. Y'all heard it here. He doesn't care about their record. He doesn't care if they win or lose. He just wants somebody from the SEC to represent so they can ride on their coattails, and that's their championship. That's their highlight of the season.
Well, since we're talking about the SEC, let's talk about this Arkansas-Texas A&M game. Did you guys talk about this?
We didn't talk about the game, but we talked
We
about
didn't talk about the game itself. We talked about Arkansas looking like a strong team this year.
Right.
A strong team behind Sam Pittman, former offensive line coach and head recruiter for Georgia.
Yep.
Getting some talent there. They got a lot of speed on that team.
Matt.
Jefferson did get nicked up though in that game, and that could be cause for concern.
It's day by day updates to see where he's at. Big Mac, I told him at the beginning of the show. In my mind, they're the most powerful team as far as controlling the scale and the spectrum. With this next month of football, they got Georgia, they got Ole Miss, they got Auburn, back to back to back. If they can keep it respectable against Georgia, or especially they can pull the upset, you can say what you want to say. They're gonna strike a little fear in the Ole Miss.
That's gonna be a great game this week. Georgia, Arkansas is going to be a great game this week.
But I'm gonna tell you what's going to be the good.
Alabama should be a good game too.
Thank you.
Ooh,
And I'm gonna say this.
I forgot about that game. I love Ole Miss.
I'm gonna say this, and I know people say it every year. But the way that secondary looking at Bama, if you go back and look at Emory Jones' numbers, he really didn't carve them up. Somehow they only lose by 2 points, right? You got Matt Corral right now, who's being coached by Lane Kiffin.
He's on the Lane train.
Listen. This is a big Heisman moment for Matt Corral. And then you got to think about it too. If they beat Bama, they're then in the control seat for the West.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. But they also do have they have a tough stretch as well, though. Let me look at real quick because they got Alabama, Arkansas, and they got Tennessee and LSU. Back to Auburn. Then they got Auburn, then Liberty. Matt Corral versus
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss schedule.
What I would love to see is for Ole Miss to beat Bama and then lose to LSU in 2 weeks. And Arkansas, because essentially when it comes to the West, right, you got to have, I think when you got a tie, it has to be like your overall schedule to push you over or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow I would love to see Ole Miss and Bama both with one loss, which I guess at that point, if Ole Miss beat them, it goes to that tie there. But I don't know. I think like I said, Arkansas is the most powerful team. They control the balance of college football right now. But I mentioned earlier we got
could be Ole Miss though. You can say the same about Ole Miss.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but I mean, it wouldn't really like surprise. I mean, Ole Miss wouldn't. Everybody kind of knew Ole Miss was going to be good.
Yeah, of course.
Arkansas ranked higher than Ole Miss right now. Ole Miss is 12. Arkansas is 8.
Yeah, Arkansas is the surprise team for everybody.
And their defense is nice. Their defense flies around to the ball. They're not like super elite fast, but they fly around. The thing is that when KJ Jefferson got hurt and they had Hornsby, he's a track star, a 10-5 guy in high school, 100 meter, right? But the passing game was non-existent. He attempted 9 passes, and he has like crazy speed. If they can game plan him right, that could be a problem. But they could be one-dimensional if KJ Jefferson's not playing.
Because it's going to be a battle of the trenches with that Georgia D line versus that Arkansas O line. And one thing you know about Arkansas, they're gonna give you, they're gonna give you them pigs up front.
Oh, for sure.
Have them boys there.
I mean, this is Sam Pittman revenge game.
It is.
The thing is, Georgia and Arkansas kind of like on offensive wise, like Arkansas has a good speed on offense. Same as Georgia's defense. It's a good matchup of speeds.
Oh yeah, my man Gully said Ole Miss offense is the only offense that he feel could give Georgia defense run for money for sure. They can stretch them, and because they got Matt Corral, he's a game changer. He's literally a game changer. Throwing and running the ball.
And their defense is much improved. Their scheme fits. I mean, because last year they were literally just trying to play catch up because they would just have to keep scoring and hopefully they could, outscore them and get the last possession to win games because that defense wasn't stopping the nosebleed.
Nope.
And this year they look a lot faster, headhunting. I mean, I think either the first or second game they did get like 3 targeting calls in the first game, so you might want to have to tamper that down a little bit
against Louisville.
Yeah, but I mean, they're flying around, they're getting stops. I mean, looking a lot better. 3-0 start right now, and big chance for them to make a statement this week. Both teams. I mean, this is a statement game for both teams.
It really is, and it's going to shake up. It's going to shake up a lot in this top 10, and hopefully, it's going to expose some of these frauds we got in here, like I mentioned.
It's the fraudulent people ain't coming from the SEC.
The third big game I haven't heard anybody talk about yet is Cincinnati and Notre Dame.
I'm not convinced on Notre Dame.
I'm not convinced on Cincinnati.
Correct. That's why this is going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Because at least one of these two teams is a fraud.
Let me tell you something.
I think it's Notre Dame.
Both of them.
I said at least. It might be both.
Both of them frauds. I don't care who win the game. Whoever win the game, still a fraud. Loser is just. This is the thing. This is the thing that's really ticking me off right now.
Okay.
As far as this top 10. Why oh why? After all the games they played and how they won their games. Not to mention to have your starting quarterback who's supposed to be a Heisman dark horse. Basically, the fan base booed him. And if you're gonna drop Clemson for these close games in an ACC, whatever. What the hell is the Big 12? And you got Oklahoma over here.
Oklahoma's a big fraud.
Coming back to beat West Virginia. Got to damn near come back to beat Tulane.
Hey, Tulane's offense is nice, bro. No one talks about how nice that offense is.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, though. But Oklahoma offense supposed to be able to just
run. It's supposed to be electric.
Almost lost to Nebraska.
Hey, it is electric. The only thing that's off is Spencer Rattler.
Nebraska.
and that's my thing. And that's my thing. What we know about Oklahoma is the same thing what we know about Oklahoma until I'm proven wrong. Same thing we know about Notre Dame. They're real sweet during the regular season, and for whatever reason,
Clemson know about that.
If they sneak in the playoff, because they got to sneak in there, they're getting their head whopped up. It's the same. For whatever, at some point in time,
same with Notre Dame.
At some point in time, for me, that has to account for something. They
won't let it.
We gotta quit. What you say?
They won't let it. New year, new you. Come on.
Yeah, and I get.
And we whooped
that
ass 3 times in the play, 3 times in the playoffs. Whoop that.
But I get, and that's the response that you gotta, like, your hands are tied on, like what Juwan was saying. Because they can, well, it's a new team. Yeah, but I'm literally seeing the same way we give Bama and the same way we give the Clemsons and the same way we give the Georgias the respect for dominating and winning 10 every year. And yeah, Georgia going to choke and trip and fall. And we expect that to happen. So they'll end up at 6 or 7. Right. But the same way you're going to give these top dogs credit for being the top dog, let's call these frauds out for what they is.
Yeah.
I think that Notre Dame turns the corner this year.
No, there's no way.
Hey, listen. They turned the corner this year. I'm gonna tell you why.
The same corner y'all turning?
Oh no, we not turning nothing. We turning our own heads.
I forgot y'all.
We putting brown paper bags over our heads like it's Detroit 0-16. We hanging on by a thread, Christian.
My bad. Y'all like being content. I forgot about that. Y'all the only.
No, we hanging on.
I know that like being content. I forgot about that.
The only time I'm gonna be honest with you.
Y'all can run a team without a quarterback. That's my.
Christian, let him talk about Notre Dame.
The only time that we gonna pull these brown paper bags off our head is when we play y'all. Other than that, we gonna be hung them in shame and just draped over, just in the corner crying like we lost our favorite toy. But when we play y'all, we coming out. It's gonna be out loud and proud. Joey, listen, I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna get you a number 11 jersey, nice and pretty light, and that little black that you like. Get you send it to you in a little bag, put a little smell good on there. I'm just saying. Then when we win, I just want you to put it on. That's it. I just want you to smell it. Just smell victory one more time, and then take it off as we watch the bowls, because it don't matter. It don't matter. But coming back to Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame gonna do something because, that Wisconsin game, I watched that. That game was ugly. That game was atrocious. And sometimes you gotta win the ugly games. Now I'm not saying they're gonna do it every week, but there's gonna be a few ugly games that they're gonna pull it out. Last week was the one to win, so you become the winningest coach. But you already know the mission is to win the national championship. That's not gonna happen. But you want to at least get back there one more time to say, hey, I at least got us there in the new bowl era. Come on.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
that's all I think.
If you couldn't do it with Ian Book, you're not gonna do it with this transfer from Wisconsin. And I hate it because they're making my man, what's his name, Kyrie Williams, that running back.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
They wasting his time and effort.
And he left y'all, innit?
Huh? Oh no, you're talking about Ches Malusi from Wisconsin.
Okay, my bad.
I'm talking about the running back from Notre Dame, Kyrie Williams.
Okay,
stud.
I like how everybody. I like Kyle Hamilton at safety. I mean, I'm on the whole Kyle Hamilton being one of the best defenders in college football. He got the size. He'll come down and thump you. He can play in coverage. I need to see him a little bit more consistently though against a top passer. Because when I think his name, the first player I think about is ACC championship when Trevor looked him off and put it right over the top. Granted, it's Trevor, but still, come on, Kyle.
Listen, first of all, I don't think that. Oh, look at Gully now. But listen, I don't think that Trevor is who we thought he was or who y'all thought he was, because I need to see it. I need to see a win,
bruh.
Okay, that's a different situation.
I need to see a win.
That's a different situation. You got Urban Meyer.
Ain't different nothing. Mac. Come on now.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't want to speak like I don't want to like this, but we're literally like a heart palpitation for Urban Meyer before he's back at USC. Let's just be real.
So,
you know
what I'm saying?
For sure.
He's about to be like, dang, man, he's about to be out. He be out. Because he realized this is not what I expect. I can't be a dictator and talk to these grown ass men the way I to talk to these children. And he's gonna find out that real quick. And he's like, this might not be it for me. He might just sneak out in the middle of the night.
And you know what he's gonna find out when he go back to college? Damn, I can't pay these players like somebody else can. Damn, I lost another one. Because that's what it is now. Now the money on the front.
He can be able to pay whatever he wants.
Now, he got the player. No, now the money on Front Street. Who's sponsoring you? Urban Meyer. Ain't that your coach? Hey, we got a conflict of interest here, buddy. You can't go to school there.
Look.
But I need to see Trevor win.
USC has some of the biggest donor pockets of any school in college football.
Yeah.
You see the alumni?
The alumni are wealthy. I'm not saying nothing about that. The school recruit. What did Gully say earlier? The school recruits itself. Is that what Gully said? The school recruits itself.
Southern Cal gonna recruit itself. But what we not
Urban just coming. They had Starkeys in there. Like, come on. The school is what's going to get you there. They're not giving a damn about the coach.
What we not going to do is we're not going to tolerate no Trevor Lawrence slander in this chat.
Man, look here, man. Hey, look.
Especially like Big Mac said with the head coach that he got. That's what we're not going to do, because literally he's a coach away.
He is garbage.
Garbage.
I'm pretty sure he won a national championship as a freshman.
No,
as a true freshman. I'm pretty sure.
Juwan's whole program would give half day program to get Trevor to affiliate with them in some kind of way. So
How dare you?
I don't want.
How dare you?
Fuck around, Trevor signed the Under Armour.
First of all, if we're gonna go there, the only person that we give up anybody for is for damn Deshaun. I don't want your leftovers and Trevor. Take his ass back to Georgia. Okay? I don't want that.
He ain't leftovers, and I'm not gonna entertain that. That. That's gonna end up becoming a who's better conversation.
The troll does what the troll gotta do.
Damn, that's crazy.
Joey, are you convinced about Iowa? Are you convinced about Iowa being
okay? Perfect. I'm glad you said that, because this week's matchup is going to be very, very interesting. You got Maryland versus Iowa. Maryland's offense has been electric this year. Talea has been really good completing 75% of his passes. He has 2 NFL caliber wide receivers out there. That offense has been looking good, but they need a breakout. This is going to be a big test because Iowa's defense is pretty legit.
Yep.
But I think Maryland can outscore Iowa because Iowa just really can't really put up points. They're kind of like a bruiser, old school mentality type team that gets it done. Can Maryland get it done? Like this is like the biggest. This will be the biggest victory for Mike Loxley and that regime in Maryland.
Hey, what Juwan say? Can we be honest and just call a spade a spade? These Big Ten teams are slow. I'm sorry,
very
slow, and they playing this archaic style of ball out there. Unless you Ohio State, Penn State finally jumping on board, but the rest of them are slow. My Big Ten sleeper is Michigan State. I like what Mel Tucker got going on with them boys. He got them playing defense. He got a little bit of
he got Kenneth Walker III going crazy.
He's in the shotgun formation, which if you're not Ohio State or Michigan every other year in the Big Ten, that's a shock. Okay, I like what he got going on down there. Not to mention, I'm rooting for the black coaches, right? But Michigan State is my sleeper team in the Big Ten. I think we're finna find out. I don't know which one of these Big Ten teams are fried, but there's too many of them in the top 15 for all of them to be good. So somebody gonna lose.
But that's the thing. Every year, it's literally all of them except for Ohio State. And this year, Ohio State might be joining the frauds.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like it's literally for me. It's literally like all y'all can't be good at the same time.
Correct, but that's the SEC though. Also.
The SEC, there's every year with the SEC. Like I said, if I'm gonna be honest, with the SEC every year, there's 3 teams that I'm gonna look at and say, all right, them niggas balling. Okay,
sure, but there's 8 teams ranked.
There's 8 teams ranked.
Not right now. I'm saying like there's always a lot of SEC teams ranked. At half the time, some of those ranked teams should not be ranked. And then at the end of the season, when some of those not so good teams are still ranked. How are they ranked so high? Oh, they beat ranked teams. Yeah, but they beat ranked teams who shouldn't have been ranked. The only reason they were ranked is because they're in the SEC.
Did Iowa beat Indiana, right? Indiana is probably nowhere to be found in the top 25. Are they?
No.
So
they might have been when they played.
And that's they were ranked. I think from 18 to 9. I think if I'm correct. And that's what
Indiana's ranked 17 right now. Well, during that game, I guess.
Indiana was 17th. When they beat them 34-6. They jumped up to 10. They beat number 9 Iowa State and jumped up from 10 to 5. Crazy.
Yeah, but you know how the game goes. It's winning you in. It's not what you think or what it looks like. The looks don't matter till the end. So right now it's all garbage to me. It don't matter what you rank. You win and you win.
Yep.
Thank you. Keep that same energy with Clemson.
We say Big Mac.
What's the first week that the college playoff rankings come out? It's like week 8.
Week 8. Yeah, normally 8. That's when it starts to matter.
Don't matter until week 8, and even then, they don't matter until the final week.
They don't matter until the final week. They do a whole show for what?
Yep.
Games in the state.
That's why.
Now, Christian, I said win you win, but the ACC is not making it to no playoff. I just want you to know that. I don't want you to get your hopes up and none of that. Y'all ain't one of the top 4 conferences in America, so you ain't getting in off that. Always an at-large SEC team coming in.
One of the top 4?
Top 4 conferences in America?
Who's the other 2 better?
The other 2 I think that's better is I got the MAC and I got CUSA, and that's just personal.
That's disrespectful.
What? Did you just name the MAC conference? The MAC conference.
Name me 5 teams.
I got
teams.
Name 5 teams right now.
Name me 5 teams.
Who? Colorado in it? Colorado State.
Look at it up. You looking it up? Get the fuck out of here.
But
you know you on some bullshit.
Oh my god! Get the fuck out of here.
You know what? You know what sucks about.
We're over here Googling what teams are in the MAC right now. Look at him hunched over his phone.
Y'all crazy.
There is no MAC conference. What is he talking about? There is no MAC conference.
Oh my gosh.
He said, I think Colorado State. You don't even know
They got to be in there.
Out of here.
It's somebody I put money on that's out there. I don't know what the name of the school is.
My guy, Eastern, Western, Central. That's
all
the
of
MAC.
Oh, all of them. My bad.
Look at this guy, man. Get the fuck. Get that. Did y'all see his text message?
He said, what did he say?
He said Trevor Lawrence's first win will be coming in week 17.
I mean,
and that's coming from the couch.
Hey, that's fine. That means they about to get
That's coming from the couch.
What's dude's name from Oregon? Kayvon Thibodeau.
I hope they do something. Look, I honestly want Urban to do like 2 years.
He can build the defense.
Just 2 years, man.
All I gotta say is
Colorado State.
They're doing my boy dirty out there. They need to get him with a real NFL offensive mind. Because we're gonna look back, looking at that receiving group right now.
It's not bad.
That's
like
a
the offense shouldn't be bad. That's the thing. Darrell Bevel is the head offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He was the reason why he brought him in because of the development he had with Russell Wilson as a young quarterback. But I mean, Russell hates that offense, so it's like
exactly.
Oh God.
They got it. I would love to see Urban leave and somehow they get. And everybody's talking about him now. Granted, he's earned it. A guy like a Kellen Moore there.
Eric Bieniemy?
I don't know about Bieniemy going to Jacksonville. It would be great,
where's
though.
He from? Where's the first guy you said?
Kellen Moore.
Dallas.
Oh, Kellen Moore?
Yeah.
He's not leaving Dallas, man.
Wait, you talking about Kellen Moore?
Bro, he got to be Dallas head coach.
That's true, too.
Kellen Moore.
Mike McCarthy stinks.
He really does.
Kellen Moore. Boise State quarterback.
Yes.
Okay.
They trusted him as the quarterback guru, though.
He's the play caller. The play caller in Dallas.
In the league, they trusted him. I don't know why.
He was the play caller last year as the backup quarterback.
Doo-doo. He was straight doo-doo last year. Like, legit. Is it his play caller or is it that? Let's be real.
Let's
be real. That offense was ordinary. That shit was ordinary. Kellen Moore's been there for like 4 years.
Look at the quarterback. They had Andy Dalton. He was
coaching for 4 years. He was the backup for the first two.
He was.
Exactly. Not to mention he had Andy Dalton, Big Mac. Who Andy Dalton?
The Red Rocket?
Hey, that's the he must not know what he did. Check his tape in Cincinnati. Check his tape.
That's the problem. They checked his tape and they thought they could do something with him.
I don't know. I just tell Matt Nagy to check his tape because that dude stinks too.
Hey, Mac, who winning this week?
Who we talking?
Between me and you.
Oh,
Washington. He gonna be at that game.
I'm going to the game actually.
Oh yeah.
Word.
Yeah. Listen, man. Nothing personal, but we gotta have a come out game this week. If not, bro, I swear to God, I'm about to. I'm a spaz. I'm spazzing, bro. I'm running on the field. I might not be able to make it to work on Monday because I'm running on the field on these motherfuckers.
What's going on with the defense right now?
Listen, bro, you know what I mean.
All right, what's going on with the defense?
Here. I had one pick that I think an upset pick for this week, but I'll talk about it in a second. Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera are delusional right now.
Jack Del Rio still thinks Trump won the election. So
I might have to look. I don't want to say this, and I hate thinking about saying this. I might have to have Trump back as president because when Trump wasn't president, Jack Del Rio was calling up them fucking plays. This man was cooking, bro. And like now, all of a sudden, this man now we got a fucking liberal leader and all this bullshit. Now you don't want to fucking coach because the thing is, he's too reliant on our down four. Yes, like if in a perfect world, if you can get pressure with your front four, you are golden. We're playing too soft in the backfield, and we just let offense dictate what they do to us. We need to switch it up, change the cadence, get the quarterback off of their path, and disrupt the quarterback with more blitzes. Especially with the different type of bodies that we have, because we're really doing like 6 corners most of the time. It's just really annoying, and it's just like we're getting pressures, but nothing to really move the quarterback off his path. and it's just not, and it's just terrible. And you see the double team rates when you have on Chase Young and Montez Sweat. So then it's like, okay, now hit him with a delayed blitz, some zone blitzes here and there, get to the quarterback. And that's what it is. We're just not getting to the quarterback right now, and our secondary is just getting eaten up.
They can't both be getting doubled. That's all I'm going to say.
What'd you say?
They can't both be getting doubled all the time.
Yeah.
One of them's losing their one-on-one.
Payne in the middle is losing his one-on-one.
Payne, John Allen.
John Allen's been balling.
Yeah, John Allen.
He's good. But I'm saying you can't.
But they got to be like in the middle. We have to rely more on our D tackles, which is like not ideally what you want to. But like I feel like you still like Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis, like the speed that they have at linebacker now with those two guys. We should be able to be sending them. We should be sending Bobby McClain. We should be sending fucking Landon Collins at linebacker. Sending them at like.
Speaking of Landon Collins, somebody help me figure this out. Why haven't we seen him take that like Jamal Adams jump / respect / why isn't he a household name no more?
He had it. He tore his Achilles, then he came back and stunk in coverage.
And like they just the thing is, look, there was talking about him playing
linebacker. Is Jamal Adams also stinks in coverage?
Bingo.
People don't want to talk about that as much.
But like you just put him as a nickel linebacker and he's golden. Like because we can have him like shallow deep. He's been looking great. That's the thing. He's still getting his way back, but he came back from his Achilles in 7th month, which is unheard of. And he's been looking good on the field. I don't know if they're just cautious about him playing or if he's still cautious about playing to go full go or whatever. Yeah. But like in camp, he's been flying around early on, but like they haven't played him a lot. It's just a lot of the different like mix ups with our people that we have. I'm still, first and foremost, I'm still pissed off that we released Jimmy Moreland, first and foremost. And we've been getting eat up in the slot. That's all I got to say. And Jimmy Moreland is a great slot corner. And Bobby McClain ain't in. I just got to say it. Bobby McClain ain't. And I don't like him playing in the slot as much. And that's what is and I think that's what's really messing me up. I think I don't know. It's just like the positions of certain guys I just don't like. And I think they're still trying to figure it out. Because, I mean, they got a lot of guys who could do a lot of different things. I just don't like St. Juice right now on the outside. He's so young. But he's learning. He's learning on the job, no doubt.
He does look good. He looked good against the Giants. I don't know how he looked last week against Buffalo. But.
All right. He's all right. He's timid. And that's the thing. Like, he's more timid and cautious. So you see a lot of things he tries not to, like, get beat over top, which is fine. But he's just a little too timid for me right now. But he's still young and he's learning. So, like, as he gets more comfortable, same thing with Jamin Davis. He didn't play a lot early, but he's been getting more reps and he's been getting more comfortable getting that confidence in. So we got some young guys in some key positions right now that just got to get that confidence as the season goes. But I just don't like what we're doing defensively. I actually like our offense right now. I actually like what Scott Turner is doing. I don't think I was going to ever say that this year. Mm-hmm. I hate Scott Turner, to be quite honest.
I mean, you got a footballer in Taylor Heineke.
And then hopefully we can get Curtis Samuel back this week. This is the first week he can be activated off of IR.
He can come back next week.
Big juice, a spark to our offense.
He can come back next week.
No, I need that this week. I need that right now.
You got Scary Terry over there looking good.
You just gotta force feed him. Logan Thomas has been such an improved pass catcher. Like, it's kind of surprising, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's just we got to find the right balance, but the defense is also not doing us any favors. So it's just a total. We just need to hammer down on something and kind of get that momentum going. And it happens this week. I'm sorry, Joey, but it happens this week.
I don't know. Speaking of Logan Thomas, that quarterback to tight end transition. I don't know if y'all saw it. Felipe Franks played tight end a little bit.
Has he?
I thought they were talking about it. Have they just already done it?
So supposedly in the game, I must have missed it somehow, but supposedly in the game, he got like 2 or 3 snaps at tight end. Now, knowing how Arthur Smith basically
stinks.
I mean, he doesn't stink.
Listen, okay, let me get this on my chest. How the fuck? See, I'm using a hard F right here. How the fuck in multiple weeks you are in the red zone, your top 5 tight end, your 6'6", 260-pound freaking of athlete is not on the football field. Tell me how does that work? Tell me.
Mac, I don't know. I literally just asked Jonathan at the beginning of the show.
I didn't know either.
He didn't get any targets until the fourth quarter. But I will say this, Mac. The same way you're talking about your boys making a turn, Kyle Pitts makes the turn this week.
No.
He makes the turn this week.
No. That's the thing, too. Tight ends are a fucking weakness, too. Going against fucking, seeing Jason Witten for years, Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, this would be the worst week for that to happen.
But I will say if Arthur Smith can pull off, because Hayden Hurts on the last year's contract, and I hate how he's not. I just hate how we're not utilizing certain guys, like you said, Mac. On the offensive side of the ball, for me, is like, why is our tight end game not there?
You got two, you got one really good one, and you got one decent one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know. We're starting to I don't know.
Russell Gage has kind of been looking straight. I ain't gonna lie, he's been catching a couple balls. I've seen a couple highlights here and there. I haven't watched a lot of tape. No,
he was hurt. He's hurt now.
He's hurting.
Yeah, he's out.
I maybe saw week one. He was kind of I was like, okay.
Week one, and that's the thing. Week one, he had 3 targets. So I think they're trying to. I think Arthur Smith is kind of overthinking it, and I think these past 2 games he started to.
One thing I am scared about though, Cordero Patterson. He scares me because the way they're starting to up his usage, and he was your leading receiver last week. So
yes, we talked about that too. Yeah,
I think he might have got more carries than Mike Davis too. So it's does Mike Davis stay A, or is Cordero Patterson this new secret X weapon? Imagine if you actually utilize Cordero Patterson and Kyle Pitts in your offense at the same fucking time.
That's what I'm saying, and I think, and that's what I think, Mac. I think it's like a slow
but not this
turn. Oh no, it's gonna click.
No. Let me stop talking because I'm giving y'all motherfuckers ideas.
Exactly.
You know what? Hold on. You might be right.
No, because I think at some point it has to click because I don't think we have a Super Bowl offense, but I think we have.
But your offense is good at it's in theory, it has a good amount of pieces to be straight.
Yes. In theory, we should be putting up 25 pop.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 22. Who can knock off that field goal?
Listen. You got Calvin Ridley. Two, like we said, 2 quality tight ends. Exactly. He needs more time, and that's what it's going to come down to.
Are you related to Arthur Smith? That's what I need to know.
No, tighten up. Is that Eric?
Is that Eric Smith?
Yes, it is. Smithsonian.
No, it's not. Eric Smith.
It's a Titans fan, and
that's Smithsonian.
Titans fan.
Eric, that is you.
Bro, that's the thing, yo. The Titans got the easiest road to their division out of all teams.
Don't get me started on that.
The Colts
that division stinks.
Urban Meyer stinks.
Hey, that is him.
Texans stink.
That's Eric Smith?
Hey!
Yeah. Eric Smith. Hey. Oh, man.
Oh, that's lit.
Eric.
Eric Smith. Fuck the Titans, man. They stink.
Yeah, I don't like.
Bro, what's up with Julio?
Hey.
What's going on there?
Julio. What's up with AJ Brown?
Hey.
Listen.
I think AJ Brown got hurt last week, right? He put his
hand. He did. He hurt his hammy.
But he wasn't getting targets.
Listen,
Julio about to get them targets up.
Mac, this is the same thing I told y'all last time I was on the show. When they let Julio kind of play with whoever he wanted to go, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to go to Tennessee." For what?
You got the same thing.
Hey, you caught that. You caught that.
Did I not say that? Why are you going? You gonna go there for what?
You should have went to
there.
You gotta go in a position. What you mean?
If Julio left after this year, I get it. Or if you're gonna leave and you go to Kansas City or
Josh Gordon was signed with Kansas City.
Can we talk? I'm a Josh Gordon fan. I love.
Me too.
One. I love seeing guys get second, third, fourth, and fifth.
16 chances. Let's call it. Well, look, okay. Listen. Okay, I felt all right. So I've been flip flopping like a fish with Josh Gordon, right? Because it's like, bro, like, but everyone keeps using the same meme because it's not really weed. And that's the thing. His stipulations for his reinstatement were super strict because he couldn't have any substance of any sort. Yeah. And I think he also suffers from like depression and anxiety, if I'm not mistaken.
High anxiety. Yeah.
And so I get it because they're like, but then it's like, I know what the league is easing up on the weed policy because it's becoming more legal in more states. I don't know like what that means for his testing because you have to be in that protocol for at least like 2 years. Yeah. And like test like every month, and it's tough. I get it. Don't question. It's tough, and he's gone through a rough life. So I sympathize more with Josh Gordon, but at the same time, I don't sympathize with the NFL for keep giving him chances because it's a bad look when you keep giving him chances, but some other guys just kind of like, all right,
hold up.
Since you open the door, he opened the door.
I want to know these other people.
No, I want to walk through. The inconsistency with the NFL drives me nuts.
Oh, for sure.
Because nobody is saying, and I mean, we're gonna walk through the door. What Juwan say? We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay? We here. Let's go.
Make a stance with Deshaun Watson. You gonna?
I didn't think we was going there.
We got to because Ben Roethlisberger is still playing, is he not?
Thank you,
man. You know what?
With all the charges he had.
Ooh, we here though. We really here.
It's either you going to put him on the exempt list, or you going to tell Houston to quit playing them games and let him go.
They let Greg. Hold on, Joey. They let Greg Hardy suit back up, right?
Ooh.
My bad. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm listening.
Because it's really ticky. It's really. I'm not talking about what he did because he's gonna have to, whether he's gonna have to figure that out for himself. But what I'm saying is, from the NFL's perspective, take a stand. Because you're not saying nothing and letting the FBI figure it out. And you see, you're going to put him on the exempt list, or you're going to tell or Houston going to be like, release him or trade him. You're not going to get 3 first-round picks for him. Quit asking.
First and foremost, no, there was a report. Did you see this? That before this offseason, Houston was offered 3 first-round picks and 3 third-round picks, and they declined the offer.
This was before the allegations came out.
This is before. Oh, was it before the allegations?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but this is the thing too. If you NFL, all that stuff was in house, and somebody broke it. Bingo. So you knew what that man had going on, and you knew when that call came knocking. Hey man, we might as well offload bro right now. Nope, we're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep. Okay, all right.
Y'all need the commission, Roger Goodell. You need to figure out what you're gonna do. If you're gonna put him on your exempt list, put him on your exempt list. So he can know what's going. And maybe they're talking behind the scenes. But goodness gracious, obviously everybody ain't on the same page.
No, for sure.
Then y'all have to figure that out.
They has to do that because it's just the fact that he's still on the active roster. Yeah. He's just inactive each week.
Inactive.
Right? Inactive. And he's still getting paid.
I was gonna say, does he have to forfeit his contract?
No, he getting paid.
No, because he's on the active roster.
Oh, well then he money. Hey, he money.
So then if you're the NFL team, you're like, okay, cool. Yeah, you did all that stuff, and we still gonna reward you. It's just you're not gonna play, but you're gonna get the check every Wednesday or Monday whenever the check come out.
Yeah.
You gonna punish the kid on what? You gonna what?
And in the same vein, this is kind of for me. Like I'm thinking like. Is this a weird goodwill for the Houston Texans with Deshaun Watson to be like, hey, look, we kept paying you. We did this for you. Yeah, so like, and we still, no one really wants you, which is not true. People still call
him. Exactly.
Like no one wants you, but we want you, and you can still play football, the game that you love, and you got this whole ass fat contract still to go. And like, I think the Houston Texans are playing this like sneaky game with him. To where it's like, especially now, he's about to go through the dark of it because once these FBI start sniffing, they've been sniffing around. Once they figure this shit out,
Now, only thing I want to say: did the FBI investigate the Deflategate?
No, I don't think.
I'm not sure.
Was that the FBI? How far did that go?
No, I think it was a private investigator.
Private investigator did Deflategate. Okay,
bro. Somebody call the NBA right now. This case will be over in like a week.
But that's what I'm getting at.
The NBA don't play no games with that. They got dudes. I saw a video. What was it? I think it was Melo. Melo was talking about how like he did something. He's like, bro, I know who all your boys are. I know
Yeah,
this. You
it was
can't.
on,
You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have to talk. I gotta set
$1
example for
million
you.
worth of game. $1 million worth of game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the thing with the NBA, they're gonna hit you with a hard fine or something, and then be like, in retrospect, we shouldn't have did that. But hey, we're cool now.
Right. What is it?
Was Melo talking about him and KG?
No.
Who was Melo talking about?
He was talking about how when he first got drafted to the league, he would still go back home to Baltimore to the streets and hang out with drug dealers and like those people. And Adam Silver or somebody called him was like, "Hey,
it was Stern.
Get Melo out of there. Like he in the NBA now. He don't need to be hanging out with the people." He said, "If you don't get him out of there, we'll handle it." And then he said that's when he knew that the NBA was part of the feds.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said we know. He said we know this person. If you don't stop hanging out with them, we'll handle that.
I feel like the NFL should know that stuff too, though, right? The NFL should know that stuff too. You go through a rigorous combine, you damn near naked, stand in front of somebody. I think they know who your homeboys and best friends are.
Yep,
they do, but it's just the big oil people that doing it. So there's some things they just don't care about.
Yep. I mean, they would know if the most famous man or the top 5 famous athletes in the state of Texas is going to a masseuse, taking advantage of women, 22 women. They would know that. Maybe if it was in Nevada, maybe you don't know. Maybe
you don't know, right?
Because Vegas is there to kind of blur the line,
right?
Yeah.
But come on, man, you in Houston, Texas,
boy,
out of Dallas.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude.
They need to.
That's all right though. I got a question though. Joey, I'm not too much an NFL fan, but because Carolina and the whole Richardson thing. But I just wonder how it feels to know that your team gonna come in last place, not only in this division, but possibly in the ACC Coast Division too. I just wanted to know, how does that feel? Like when y'all wake up, when you and Christian, y'all wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth and you use your Atlanta toothpaste with your little Clemson brush, does it feel degrading to a sense? I'm asking for the fans. There's people watching the show and they want to know.
Well, let me answer your question.
And I'll answer.
Can I ask a quick question? Does the Atlanta toothpaste taste like lemon pepper?
Magic City, baby.
It's actually the orange push pop. Orange push pop. Look, Juwan, I'm gonna answer your question by asking you this question. How have you handled it with the Gamecocks being 3rd and 4th, but 4 wins and 12 losses, and the Panthers being 7-9, straddling that second to last spot? How have you handled? Maybe you can give me some advice on how to handle that.
And how?
Well,
I can recall a few consecutive years where those Gamecocks was below 500, and the Panthers was below 500. So whatever you did, tell me so I can prepare myself.
So, I just want to coach y'all through it. So what you do is
Juwan's funny as but Joey hit him with the rebuttal.
That's what I want to know.
I just coach you through it. You know what I'm saying? You stay hopeful, and what you do is this is what you do. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? When you wake up every day, you just keep on looking at that clock, and you keep on saying, "There's a chance that we go from 28-3 to 31-28," and I know it. And you just keep on looking at it, and you keep on hoping, and you say, "There's a chance that Clemson come back down to earth, and God stops smiling on them, and they don't recruit well, and Dabble understands that he ain't nothing but a little cheerleader as a coach." You just sit there and you just put those realizations on the mirror, and every morning you repeat them, and you say, "You know what, Matty Ice, he's better than Ben. He's better than Trevor Lawrence. That's why we're going to keep him." And you just keep on going. And then you take one step after the other and you get through your day. That's all I could tell you.
I'm gonna put it like this, because we already talked about Beamer being the for lack of better terms, cocksucker.
You got me.
Cocksucker. Cocksucker in the cockpit. There you go.
Definitely got the wrong
in the cockpit.
No, you got me.
And we just shared the concern at the beginning of the show that y'all got with Sam Darnold, who I was trying to give love.
Christian, who my team? I ain't got none. I done told Christian this. We done had this whole debate. I ain't got no more team.
Y'all. This man told me. He came to me and said Clemson sucks. This is like before the whole season. I said, bro, we got 2 championships in the past 5-6 years. I said, you're a Carolina fan. He said, no. I don't have a team. I said, why? He said, sometimes when you go down long roads and you don't win a lot, you just got to separate yourself from your team. It's like a marriage. Sometimes you got to step away a little bit and reflect. That's when I knew he was nothing but bullshit and had no team. And South Carolina fucked his mind up. And he should go ahead and come on to be a Tiger fan. It's okay, man. The colors, I know you don't like the colors orange and purple. I understand that. But winning, how does it feel to wake up and you don't have any expectations for your football team every season? How does it feel?
Listen, we got
expectations. Christian. Christian's element of surprise. If you come in there low, the little things that get you up. You see what I'm saying?
We wake up every morning. We wake up every morning with our heads held high.
No, they expect Clemson to lose, and that's their expectations. They don't care about their season. They just hope Clemson loses, just so it's a good game. That's all. That's all they care about.
What do they say? What do they say when you run away from the bear? I don't gotta be better than you. I just gotta beat you. So if you fall behind, you fall behind. If we gotta make you trip and fall and stumble, and the bear decide to eat you, hey, oh well. I just don't want to see that happen to y'all. I want y'all to at least stay up with him.
That Gamecock taste in his mouth.
No, wait a minute.
He's had it for a long time, so he can keep wanting that.
Who are we falling behind? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, this year y'all behind us. That's how I feel. I mean, I feel like that every year, but I feel like that this year because I don't know who NC State is, and I know y'all gonna lose the Pitt, but I just don't know who Clemson is anymore. CU, UC, USC, CSU. I don't know who y'all are.
Juwan, how do you feel about East Carolina? Like how were you feeling during that game?
First of all, if we're gonna keep it a buck. Wait. If we gonna keep it a buck, y'all not even the best chicken from the University of South Carolina. It's Coastal.
Wow.
It's Coastal. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's the University of South Carolina at Conway, Coastal Carolina, and they the Chanticleers.
That's the head coach y'all should have hired last year. But
okay.
Wow.
The reason why Juwan got all these good shots is because he's had 7 years to think about them. I done said it once. Wait. I done said it once. I done said it twice. I done said it 3 times. The garnet, Carolina colors only got one color, and that's garnet. That black ain't black. It's the shadow that's reflecting from the back of that paw that Clemson has held over the state. Point blank. And because they are who they are.
Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
Listen. And because they are who they are, they've accepted the shadow, and they were like, you know what? It's not a shadow. Let's just call it black. And they've adopted it into their system. Talking about, Clemson. Wait. I ain't done. Talking about Clemson falling behind. We can never fall behind South Carolina. If you pull up, Juwan, I see you on your phone. Pull up the all-time record.
Oh no!
Wait,
I'm not even looking for that.
Wait a minute.
What I was looking for was to see how much a customized jersey costs with Wade number 11 on the back. That's what I was looking for.
Wait, time out.
What I want you to do is be a spokesperson for my team. You done did enough for Clemson. Don't worry about them. Look. They don't need your help. Christian fine with his little 2 hats. Let him collect dust. Come on to the other side.
Look, because I'm getting.
Come on.
They talking about the 5-win streak. When the record, I think, is 7 that Clemson holds, they'll need like 25 more 5-win streaks to even tie the all-time record.
That don't matter.
They're the baby sister, not only of Clemson, but everybody in the SEC. Them and Vanderbilt do thumb wars to see who's going to suck the most. It's ridiculous. They're the laughing stock of the state. They lost to the Citadel. Every year, if we do a poll on the best college football teams in the state, preseason, Carolina's coming in at 4. It's Clemson, Coastal, the Citadel, and then them. And the way CSU looking winning the Big South or whatever shitty-ass conference they in, they might come in 5th. Blasphemous. Wait.
Listen. First of all,
time out. No,
go ahead.
No.
And let's be real. Week one. Let's be real.
I'm gonna sit back.
Week one of college football, Presbyterian was before them. Week one, Presbyterian was before them.
Yeah.
Let's be
But
real.
hold up. Okay.
Week one college football.
This y'all
Presbyterian
class.
was
This
before
y'all
them.
class. I'm just
playing
Wait.
the NCCCA teams. Let's be real. They were playing Christian collegiate athletic teams, and they were
Juwan talking about
football.
Juwan talking about the
Juwan talking
MEAC.
about the MAC conference. Get the hell out of here. Come on, man.
The
Talking
MAC?
about the MAC
The
conference.
SWAC?
Can't even name it.
He's talking about the teams in there,
Come
but
on
he can't beat the Division II teams within his own state.
listen.
Let's keep it a buck and be honest.
Hey, Newberry, call them up. Let me see something.
The biggest hustle I've ever seen was when USC paid the Citadel $250,000 to travel about 2 hours to prepare themselves for what they would consider the biggest game of the year in Clemson the next week, and get the L. What the song say? Walk in your trap, take over your trap. The Citadel came up in there. They shat in the rooster coop or whatever that is. The chicken did a little dance in the cage. The crazy thing is, even to show you how silly and how stupid they are as a program. When Beamer came in there and they painted the thing, remember they painted the wrong color and they had to change the paint. The president of the university can't differentiate California and South Carolina somehow. He gets so embarrassed. He gets so embarrassed. All this happens in the same year, by the way, a matter of months.
Oh, it did.
Beamer get his ass handed to him by Georgia. Then he get on all fours and they're so good with him. 100. They played Cane Bay High School in week 1. Look it up. Blue, black, and white. I swore we was out there.
Boy.
They went and dug up a team that was created on NCAA 14. No, that was created on NCAA 14. Then the next week, they followed that up by having to come back and beat ECU on the road. You know you shitty when you on the road to a lesser program.
Let me tell you.
Whenever wait, and
Jonathan's
eyes, you know you
Saying
shitty.
y'all to come to them.
You know you shitty when Eastern Carolina says we're home against y'all. This SEC team.
Let me tell you.
SEC team. This is what I gotta say. The only way USC fans will get any love from me is if they go unbeaten. And at that point, make a playoff because in their defense, they like to say we went 11-2, but they never reached the peak of college football, which at that time was a BCS bowl, so it don't mean a damn thing.
You can't do it.
It don't mean a damn thing.
Can't do it.
That's with the Hall of Fame coach and Steve Spurrier. If what the song say? If God don't do it, it won't get done. If Steve Spurrier can't fix it, it just ain't gonna happen. Okay, let's keep it a buck. There's nobody there. There's nobody in the country that's gonna want to come there. So the question is, Joey, what do you do? They're going to have to leave the SEC. Make it more appealing for somebody to come there. Maybe you go to the MAC. Maybe you go to the MAC and you go play Colorado State and you go 10-2 every year and it get real attractive.
Colorado State's not in the MAC.
Wherever the hell they at.
Mountain West. Whatever it is.
I'm getting sick of that. Hey, I just
don't want you confused like Juwan with the Colorado State shit in MAC. I just don't want you.
No, it's okay. We got the same education. We in the same state. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where you go to. The education the same.
Oh, now we're talking.
I understand what you're saying, Joey. In the sense of South Carolina not going to be able to deliver.
School is way smarter than SEC.
I got more stones in this paw right here.
Yeah.
Than South Carolina has had wins in the last 5 years. This shit is a disgrace. This shit is a disgrace. You hear what I'm telling you? It's a fucking disgrace. It's a mockery.
Say it loud for the people in the back, Joey.
Hey, listen.
Tap out, Juwan.
It's a mockery.
First of all, the one thing that we will never do is tap out. You should know that. It don't matter how the score get, we still playing. Yeah. Number 2, don't show your cubic zirconium on this screen. I ain't trying to see nothing that was won off of a pick play to Hunter Renfro. I don't want to see nothing that was won on the backs of Bama being hurt. I don't want to see none of that garbage. I want you to go win it against a real team. You ain't done that yet. The real team y'all played both of them years was us. then the next time y'all play beat up teams in the playoffs. They don't matter for nothing. Now
you
had me. I ain't gonna lie. You read me. You read my school for about 97% of it. But like I told you, I'm gonna always keep one in the slug. Okay, that's why Joey, my boy. So on this one, look, I done got you. I done got you on the weekend. You got me tonight. I'm out. I ain't got nothing else for you. Okay.
And I hope.
Let me take me and my 5 wins for the last 5 years and go somewhere else. Okay. Because clearly I'm not wanted on this show, and that's okay. That's okay. I'll take me and my garnet and my jersey I was gonna buy you, and we'll go down the street to Greenville, and we'll go have us a nice party at BMW facility, and we ain't gonna come over there to Anderson. That's fine.
Hey, you heard him say Garnet. He didn't say Garnet and Black because I had to. He know the truth now behind the Black.
I'm with you. Does y'all want to cast shadows? Does y'all want to cast shadows?
We casting shadows around here.
Does y'all want to cast shadows?
I'm getting sick and tired of this game. These Gamecock fans, they cocky for no reason. They need Viagra is what they need. Get the cocks hard again.
Going into the season.
Listen though.
They suffering from ED. They suffer. Your cock's suffering from ED. Find a way to get that shit hard again.
You guys, imagine if
what does that thing say?
Good.
Calm down, little cubby.
Good. Like the crazy shit that you can have, like just damn. Oh, that's Christian. Like imagine like the crazy shit you can have with the Gamecock as your logo, just like hard, like all the cock jokes, everything you can think about. That'd be fire. But you can't. You following your own dick. It sucks.
Hey, it sucks, but somebody got to do it, okay? And we just happen to be flexible enough to do it for ourselves if we're going to go there, okay? So don't worry about us. We got us. We're going to take care of it.
Like you said,
we're going to Marilyn Monroe, or what's the name? Marilyn Manson this thing. Whatever the man name is. We're going to do what we got to do. Okay?
Can't spell suck without USC.
Damn.
That's okay, because see you in there too. And I'll be seeing you at the end of the season. I'm telling you, 23-26, we're going to beat y'all, and I ain't even worried about it. I gave you 3 more points because you read me, okay? You read me on this little thing. Now, I got you in your phone, but you got me up here on live. So I ain't even gonna hold you, okay?
Hey, Christian Gully calling you out too.
Oh, for sure.
Real quick, let me say
I don't say nothing to nobody unless they speak to me. Anything about Clemson. I don't say nothing. Y'all can attest. I've been a Clemson fan since y'all met me in middle school. I kept a mellow head. I didn't say nothing. When we on top, we on top. When we fall back, what did I tell y'all? I don't mind the loss. I just didn't like how we lost. That's the only thing. What the plays that were happening, the plays that weren't being made, that's the thing. And before Dabo went, when it was 4th and 5, and we only needed 5 yards, and he wanted to go 75 yards up the field. That's the only thing I don't like. But other than that, I'm okay with it. We needed 5 yards. We needed 5 yards for a first down.
But let's be real. Let's be real. All right. Y'all needed 5 yards, but y'all coach got a mentality of go big or go home.
All in, right?
He felt that game should have been over in the second quarter. Y'all should have turned on the Jets and burnt their ass. If not, make it a 4-quarter struggle, but win on the field goal like y'all been doing the last 3 years. What happened? Overtime. Okay, we'll win it. What happened again? Overtime. Well, shit, man. Send these kids home. Can't do it.
Won't do it.
I mean, that's the motto. Because you got coaches out here that's getting fired over not rolling the dice.
Right.
Ooh, can I ask a question? I got a good question. And this is for you Clemson fans. So
all right, good.
Do you think that the Dabo magic, the Sweeney magic, is starting to wear off? Do you think we're starting to see the magic? Like maybe not in wins in terms, but maybe just some. It's not that charm of Dabo Sweeney being that wide receiver coach that became head coach. Now he's getting a little washed. You know what I'm saying? Are we starting to see that magic wear off?
It's only for me to get in greater detail. We got to have the conversation off the mic, right?
All right.
Without the rolling cameras. But I will say this. I don't think so, because then that would imply that everybody else around him has figured out his potion. Or they figured out the magical slogan that he uses to wave over the team to get them going. At the end of the day, like Juwan said, the ACC is what it is. Mac Brown all of a sudden not going to turn North Carolina into no competitive threat. North Carolina State and Boston College, despite being tough challenges, they're not finna turn no kind of corner. Wake Forest, despite being ranked above Clemson right now, probably going to be, like I said, 8-4, 9-3 at best by the end of the year. Florida State, good Lord, they're 20 years behind even being 500. Georgia Tech finna fire their coach, and they just hired him 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the magic wears off, at the end of the day, they're just going to beat these teams off brute strength. And that's why I'm saying if Clemson win 8 straight and go to Charlotte, it shouldn't surprise nobody. And it's not going to surprise nobody. Right now, it's like, oh, Clemson can lose 3-4 games, until December come. And I'm just saying if they win 8 straight. Until December come and they 10-2. And it's like, oh, they're supposed to do that. Yeah, because they realize that at the end of the day, this team recruits enough, like Juwan mentioned earlier. They recruit enough to where they can just flat out, at the end of the day, lay on you. And there's
that's
not
also
a lot.
part of the magic, too, though,
Yeah,
of his
exactly.
recruiting. Because, if it starts to wear off, do you start to see those 5-star quarterbacks not keep coming in next year? Maybe you see a 4-star.
They already got Cade Klubnik, who's a 5-star guy coming out of Texas. So the thing is, what we know, the only way that'll fall off is if you see the decline with this group into the league. So right now Nuke's still a top guy. Right now T. Higgins still on the climb. Right now Trevor Lawrence, if he do what he do, still gonna get it done. And then on the back end of that, like they talked about on I Am Athlete, you looking at these guys when you talking about development going forward, you're gonna go to Bama and do what? Get drafted and fan out. Because like they were saying with all these quarterbacks that Bama got in the league right now, how many of them are actually doing anything? That's why I'm saying if Trevor 2 years from now has a winning season, especially the way they be recruiting with these boys now too, he one text away from doing what he did to Clay Klubnik and saying, yo, go down to the ACC where Juwan and everybody else know you ain't gonna have no competition until December. You can run them numbers, get them recruits, do whatever. So I think in that regard, it's a reflection of the ACC as far as nobody being competent enough or whatever you want to call it to challenge consistently in that regard. Like NC State right now, they're gonna ride that high for the next 20 years. We remember back in 2021 we beat Clemson.
Oh yeah.
But what a lot of people are overlooking too is you got a true freshman at quarterback. You got a true sophomore, I'm sorry. You got a true sophomore and a true freshman at running back. You only have three receivers that are considered upperclassmen. That's Ngata, Ross, and Ladson, right? With COVID, they get another year. That offensive line that's real shitty, you ain't got but 2 boys of the 6 that they rotate that are eligible to leave right now. With COVID, they can come back another year. On the defensive side of the ball, the star guy that's out, Brian Brzee, is a true sophomore. The guy that's starting in his place next week is a 4-star from North Carolina and Peyton Page. Not to mention you got a 5-star Miles Murphy, who's all ACC at defensive end. Andrew Booth is the junior. He's like the second oldest guy. He's the second oldest guy behind Nolan Turner, who's been there for 12 years. So this team is young as hell. So the thing is, if Clemson don't go 8-4 or 9-3, I feel bad for everybody who didn't take advantage of this 1 year, because they're gonna come back next year and they're gonna wreak havoc on people.
My thing is this.
Simple as that.
Hold on. My thing is this. If you know how 15 seconds of fame work,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go off of what you're saying, Mac. Y'all gotta. We're gonna say everybody blinking their eyes at the same time, and y'all just having a bad year.
Yeah.
And you bounce back next year.
Yeah.
But the question is, for those of us that ain't on the same wave and they look at it like, yeah, Dabo ain't nothing no more. He should have had the replacements and ready. Okay, how long until Clemson climb the ranks back up? Because if you do, as I said, and the rest of the league doesn't improve, you keep beating them 63-14. Well, how long until you start to look like, USC back in the day, Oregon back in the day, Texas back in the day, and you just be like, yeah, you steamrolling your conference, but you really ain't playing nobody, bro.
But that's the thing though. It's how you end the year. In the same breath of everybody saying, "Oh, you ain't playing nobody." Yeah, we get to the playoff and we shut out Ohio State. We get to the playoff and you shut out the winningest quarterback at Notre Dame and Ian Book. You get to the national championship and you whoop Alabama's healthy ass because all of them was healthy on offense. 44-16. 40. What you say?
What a pick play!
I said 44 to
ref closed his eyes.
No, we talking 2018.
No,
Jawan.
that's
okay,
that's
well,
against
I'll give you that.
Deshaun. We're talking about the recent one now.
I got
I'll give you that
because he keep going back to the other one. I'm talking about the one
Yeah,
within.
he keep
look
thinking
at
we
you
won
now.
one.
Look at you now.
We won one.
No.
Okay, first of all, your finger can go down because ain't none of us been around. The dinosaurs was around for that one. That don't count.
Okay.
Then for the other one, where y'all had the pick
That's
play,
fine.
that don't count because we all know that's illegal. So I
No.
give you one. Your boy balled out 41-14. Okay, it looked pretty.
But see, this the thing with Juwan's reasoning. The year before that, when we had that shootout with Alabama or whatever, what did everybody say at the end of that game? Deshaun Watson's the best player in college football. So when it comes to
But come on, let's be real.
Wait.
Who was better? Come on, now who's better than Deshaun Watson?
That's my point though. That's what I'm saying. When you get the guys to come,
Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, let Chicago.
You talking about the dude they had to get his high school film to make him
let's
part of the NFL draft. Get the fuck out of here.
But this
high
the thing,
school film for the NFL draft.
This the thing though, and if we're gonna keep it a buck, Deshaun wasn't that highly. He was a 4-star. He was a 4-star guy. So this is what I'm saying.
Good.
At the end of the day, those guys gonna come. They're gonna get there. And and I hear people, you're not playing nobody. Yeah, that shit is sweet until we always playing in fucking January. I don't want to hear none of that. You don't play nobody until we play somebody and whoop their ass. That's why I'm saying the same reason why. Look.
So my thing is
not that Dabo's magic is wearing
exactly.
off. Everyone is just seeing the effects of an extra year to have senior players.
We literally just talked about that on the phone.
Yeah, but okay. This is the thing, though.
It's a balance. It's literally a balance right now.
Okay, but it's respect that. Let's be real. The ratings don't matter until the end of the season.
Yeah.
Let's say y'all whoop everybody, not this year, next year. Okay. Yeah. We say we give y'all the okay, yeah, you're recruiting, you're recovering, blah blah blah. Is the ACC respected enough to be in the Final Four?
Yeah.
It don't have to be because of who Clemson is. This is the thing. If Clemson is beating but this is what you got to think about. If Clemson beating everybody 63-14 and Bama go in a College Station and play a top 10 A&M team and beat them 56-14, what the fuck does that mean? If we know at the end of the year that these rankings don't even matter. If Bama is whooping ass the same way Clemson is whooping ass with greater competition, we can't tell if the score is the same. Because all those years that Bama went to the national championship, they was whooping ass 56-14, 58-21, 24-56. The only teams that gave them constant trouble, shout out to Gully, was LSU. Other than that, they was literally whooping everybody ass. So at the end of the day, if they whooping ass in the SEC,
right,
and beating people on the average of 28 points, and Clemson beating everybody in the ACC in the average of 20 or 29 or 31 points, and they come together and their score comes down to 5 points or less, every year for the last 5 years, them niggas got to be doing. Let me ask. The same reason why we said Oklahoma was a fraud is the same reason why that shit don't matter. Oklahoma is a fraud because we know when they win the Big 12 and they win these games 56-31, 62-25, and they get to January and December and they can't score more than 24 points on Bama, on Clemson. They getting in a low scoring shootout with Ohio State and then decide in the fourth quarter, let's pull out trick plays. I could then see your argument if Clemson was performing like that, but they not. When you put them in the big game, they holding their weight. People forget they was winning in the third quarter against LSU. People forget that. It was 28-25 at a spot. So it's not like when they get there either these teams are dogging them out, even though Ohio State in a COVID year, right? But at the end of the day, even when they get there and they lose, it ain't like they're getting dogged out.
But I'm asking because if it seems like before y'all's rise to where you were consistently in the championship game, you had years of disrespect. So are we saying the legacy is now what's going to carry you back up 25 other spots to say that you never won next year?
No. What I'm saying, no, it's not the legacy, it's the consistency. It's the same problem I have with Georgia. There is no reason why Georgia and Clemson can't be in the same conversation. It's an expectancy point. See, the thing with Georgia, like we know what the SEC East, like I said, is weak. Everybody know it.
Right.
Georgia got one job, beat Florida.
Right.
But for whatever reason, they're gonna give you a loss to Carolina every other year.
They're
gonna stumble and get in overtime with Tennessee. They're gonna fuck it up somehow and beat Florida, but lose the teams they're not supposed to lose to.
Right.
And the SEC East champ goes back and forth. if Georgia can somehow get the same consistency that Clemson has, right? And how you have 105 stars, but you're not whooping everybody ass like you whooping ass with Vanderbilt last week. There's no reason why with the tight ends they got, with the running backs and receivers they got, the versatile backs they got, and guys like James Cook, and you bringing in guys like Justin Fields, but you starting to Jake Fromm. You got JT Daniels, but you only letting him throw the ball 22 times a game.
Boy, you know the answer to half of them questions now. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, what I'm telling you is this. What Clemson is falling victim of in that regard is what all these other teams are afraid to accept and realize for themselves. If you can formulate something that works and work it, that's what I'm saying. Who's in front of you don't matter. Like I said, if you're not coming out the SEC West, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Why isn't Oklahoma like Clemson? They whooping ass every year, get into December and January, and they nut up. Ohio State, they whoop ass every other year, lose to Iowa, still get in the playoff and get shut out. Like, what's going on here?
But y'all blueprint different than they blueprint, though.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not a legacy or respect thing. It's a blueprint thing.
So
we realize this. The ACC may be shitty. You may get one or two teams that come out every year, but at the end of the day, we're gonna whoop them like we're supposed to whoop them. And when we get to December, we're gonna let the chips fall when they may. We're gonna let we get to January. We're gonna let the chips fall when they may.
You said one or two teams coming out of the ACC?
Every other. Okay, when Clemson had them runs, they played a ranked Virginia Tech team. They played a ranked North Carolina team in the championship. But yeah, back up a little bit. Think about that. Chew on that for a second.
Oh no, I just want to know where they were coming out of, because Florida
State and Jameis Winston.
They gave Florida State the respect that was owed out of Jameis Winston. Okay,
exactly.
They gave. Come on now, North Carolina was ranked because of Mac Brown. Ain't nothing else besides that.
Mac Brown wasn't there.
They made the game. They knew he was coming to make the game look good. He was the one that was on the sideline talking about, "Oh, that's my team next year."
Look, let me ask you this: Who's responsible? Who was responsible for the fall of Florida State?
Jimbo Fisher.
To me, that's Jimbo all the way.
And who?
Crab legs, sorority girl.
You got Jimbo Fisher. You got crab legs.
But crab legs can't do nothing with who you bring in. And then on the backside of that, you bring in, once again, we talk about black coach, and you leave a mess. Come on now, that ain't doing nothing. Then you go to Texas A&M, and you're supposed to be a world-class beater. Come on, man. It's just too much. It's too much ugliness. But you answered my question, so we good. I just want to know if next year I see y'all go from unranked to being ranked third. That's all.
In order for Dabo's magic to be gone, I got to see a whole recruiting class have a shitty cycle.
But is everybody else going to give you 4 years to go through that?
No, I ain't talking about with everybody else. I'm talking about with me. Because at the end of the day, I know everybody else is just going to ride the wave regardless.
Yeah.
The same way people believe in Mac Jones.
Exactly, Billy.
When Tua got beat up. And then Bama lost them 2 games and played in some boo-boo up bowl, and Tua was going to the league. The same way nobody questioned the fact that Saban was going to figure that out. Even though even though he whooping everybody ass, and we saw the picture of Mac Jones with his shirt off. Nobody questioned Mac Jones when he had that fucking belly shape.
Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence, the same NFL quarterback. Shit.
Cut it out. Not talent-wise.
Who got more wins?
He got
Juwan.
one. He got one win.
All right,
hey, I quit. I said I stopped. I quit. I said I stopped. All right, I'm done.
Let me give you my upset pick for the week.
Got the amount of interceptions.
I'm
Let
done.
me give you my upset pick of the week this week. I'm going Kansas State over Oklahoma to get the dub.
Is that an upset? Oklahoma stinks.
They do stink, but in terms of
they're number 6 in the country, though.
They're 6 in the country. Kansas State, a tough team.
Didn't Kansas State beat them with Jalen Hurts year before last?
Maybe.
No, I think they were real. No, yeah. It was a close game. I think they won by
All right, my upset. I'm going Kentucky over Florida.
Kentucky over Florida?
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. I'm going.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Cheat.
If you're putting money down, don't do that.
I might go a cheater here, but just because I believe in him and I want to see it happen, I'm going Matt Corral getting the job done
Okay.
In the shootout with the boys down and with the Tide down in Bama, I think he pulls it out in the close one.
What time is that game? Because I didn't make sure I can
3:30.
Oh, I gotta get to Atlanta quick. I gotta make sure I get to Atlanta quick.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Georgia's at noon. That should be a night game.
Yeah,
It should be a night game.
And it's the game of the week too.
But like I told y'all, Arkansas to be the surprise to a lot of people, it's too quick of a schedule flip to put them at night. Because a lot of people didn't even respect them like that. It didn't matter who was coming back.
And
that's a good.
Go ahead.
No, that's a good point. That's all I'm saying.
And Juwan, for me, that's the flaw in the system. Like, I get what you're saying as far as like the respect factor, but that's the flaw in the system because you're not giving teams like Arkansas a chance. You see what I'm saying? In the same way you said earlier, where like with Oklahoma, they say, "Yeah, we might have lost last year, but it's a new year."
Right.
Well, damn, I mean, Arkansas might have lost 56-12 against Bama, but this year it might be 56-28.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep, it should have.
But and then that ties into what Gully was saying. But because COVID gave everybody an extra year, it's having that college basketball effect. You starting getting these veteran style teams.
Yeah.
When you think about it, Clemson got 5 guys that's been there for 6 years. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these, bingo. So a lot of these seniors that are here now, they got a guaranteed another year. A lot of these juniors got another guaranteed 2 years. So it's like you're gonna see a lot of balance coming in these next couple of years. So then in that regard, as a Clemson fan, I can be a little nervous because of that extra year and the balance falling its way in. But as a Clemson fan, I gotta believe in the blueprint, like he was saying.
Hey, listen, Dabo has a decent blueprint. You know, I'm not mad at him. He's doing what he needs to do, and I'm sure that he's putting the money where it needs to go. But, you know, the one thing that he can't prevent is the fact that y'all going to lose this weekend. That's a great upset pick. 15-point spread will earn me a lot of moolah. I might be able to pay some taxes back or something. I don't know. But what I could tell you is y'all might go down.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. And Gelly can vouch for me. I ain't like a lot of these other Clemson fans. I'm gonna keep it reasonable with you. Like I said, in the same breath where I think they can run off and win 8 straight.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them. You know,
come on.
I can see them catching another L. I don't think it's this week.
But you know what?
I'm calling it against Pitt.
Say what?
I'm calling it against Pitt.
I already said that. I'll join you up on that. You come join my bandwagon, and we'll tailgate.
You know what make me laugh though?
It won't be.
I get that Halloween spooky loss.
To who?
Florida State.
No.
That Halloween spooky loss. Them ghosts gonna be on the field.
A game with nobody really watching. You know what I'm saying? Friday night game. Everybody at the high school watching their kids.
But we played.
Yeah.
I think it might be the Louisville game because it's at Louisville. Maybe that's the only thing. Maybe.
I play Wake Forest, dude. If they continue their stretch.
Yeah, but that's at Clemson though.
I don't believe in Wake.
Yeah,
I believe in BC. I think if we can beat Boston College, you good.
All right, let's do our final thoughts and then we'll wrap it up.
All right. We didn't really.
Did Juwan beat Christian in fantasy football? No, he didn't. He was talking all that shit. No, he didn't.
Juwan hasn't beat anybody in fantasy football.
Hey, man.
Listen, all I gotta say is I had the worst luck in fantasy football. I've been putting up numbers on my fantasy football team, but I just happened to go get someone who just scores a little bit more than me. This week, I don't know how I was able to squeak out the victory over Stump. I could have sworn I was about to lose that one. But thank you, Daniel Carlson, for getting 2 field goals late for me in the overtime that helped me get just enough points to keep that dub.
Yeah, CJ, you're 5th in points scored.
I'm what?
You're 5th in points scored.
I only have 1 dub. What kind of crazy shit is that?
Joey 6th.
Yeah, I made a bad GM move yesterday, and I sat Sunday. I sat Kareem Hunt and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, that's tough.
I started Aaron Rodgers, and I gave Chase Edmonds the nod for the start. And
That's also tough.
All I gotta say is the fact that MVP Derek Carr is still a free agent in this league is criminal.
This man Juwan emptied his starters again. He's about to forget to set his lineup again.
This is my final thoughts. I don't know why my camera did it. I'm just gonna read it. So something just came across me. It says the top college football duos since 2010, and I'm only going to read you the respectable ones. And I'm not even going to say who I think it is. I'm just going to read them: Nick Chubb and Sony Michel, Tavon Austin and Stedman Bailey from West Virginia, Johnny Manziel and Mike Evans, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, Najee Harris and Devontae Smith, Chase Young and Jeff Okuda,
however you say it,
Baker Mayfield and Marquise Brown,
Yuck. They also both stink.
Deshaun Watson and Mike Williams,
Good.
Noah Fant and TJ Hawkinson. I didn't even know they were there at the same time.
Yeah, they got drafted the same year.
And they nice.
Both top 10 too, right?
Yeah.
Both top 10.
Nice.
And the last one was Dree Archer and Travion Durham from Kent State.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Yeah. But
I just gotta say
that's my final thoughts. I'm not even gonna say who will open up the
They don't
can.
have Trevor and Travis in there?
Didn't have Trevor and Travis in there.
That's kind of disrespectful.
That's okay. The respect was given where it was due. My last thought is I enjoy being on this. You know what I'm saying? If I happen to go before any of y'all, just make sure y'all put on my tombstone, troll master, instigator,
dumbass. Got it.
just put it all. World's greatest GM. Put comeback king. I'm gonna be in third place. Mac, remember I told y'all third place. I didn't say first place. I didn't say second place. I said third. So
you got a lot of work to do, big dog.
hey, we're gonna get there though. Don't worry about that.
Hey, can I just state this? You're Tucker's biggest rival because I swear Tucker hates.
Hey, Tucker. Hey,
I
boy.
don't like the way he's talking to my man sometimes, dog. I don't like the way you talking to him if he don't even know him.
Tucker got to come on the show.
Yeah,
Tucker's
man.
strong. Oh yeah, he coming.
That'll be the next verses. We'll do Tucker versus Juwan to settle some beef.
Y'all just keep it rolling. Listen, my name in all of the heat, man. I'm here for it. Okay.
For real,
I'm in the kitchen. I'm cooking.
We'll run down the gauntlet.
I'm fine with it. And I don't know when I play Tucker again, but just let him know in case y'all see him. He squeaked by with a 4-point victory. I don't want to hear nothing about it. So as weak as my team is with no running backs, he barely got out. I don't want to hear nothing.
We should have played with last week when he had Aaron Jones and Derrick Henry go off or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
It hurt my feelings. Thought I was going to get a victory.
I saw that. Man went off. That's okay though.
When do you play this man again for real?
So I don't know. If it's the playoffs, that's even better. But we do what we got to do. I'm fine with that. Joey, we did good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always a pleasure. The best way to spell suck is with the UC in the middle, and I'm always proud about that. Can't spell it no other way.
All right. I think that's a good way to wrap it. And Christian, you got any last words?
Say what?
You got any last words, Christian?
Nah, man. I just appreciate y'all having me on the show again. That's all.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Jonathan, for holding it down while I was at work. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys for being on here. Always be blessed. We'll try to keep this going and keep these debates hot and fresh for everybody. And
it's time to.
Y'all know it.
It's time to go.
And just like that, we are out of here, guys. Have a great night. We'll catch you on Thursday, possibly.
Yeah,